Hello everybody, Tuffymon here for another night of RPG and strategy goodness. As we're back for another night of Utawarerumono, past and present rediscovered. We had a really awesome cutscene with the sword last night, fighting Virai and kind of using his loyalties against him to make him lose sight and frenzy. You're loving the anime of this game. Yeah, just remember, 3 of the 5 games actually have an anime. So you could catch up on 4 out of 5 since we're playing through one of them, right? And that way, you would know even more. Alright, we're on chapter 8. We just kind of broke into it. The game only has 9 chapters, from my understanding. If we're lucky, we'll make it to chapter 9 tomorrow. We'll make a little bit of an advancement tomorrow and maybe finish the game on Wednesday. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how hard things get. I also love the intro and outro. They have different cutscenes. See? Right here. We got to see this again. Look how awesome this was. Alright. There we go. Our plan worked, and we defeated Lord Virai. His opinion of me probably isn't very high right now, but I did what I had to win. Now, our group will officially be going to Arva Shulan. We just have to wait for the summons from His Majesty. Biscuit's doing pretty good. He was in the living room before this. Let's double check to make sure. Yeah, no quests. We upgraded all of our weapon and armor types. We upgraded Halu for what we could. I'm so thankful that Uzuki Hime is here and resubbed. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing awesome tonight. Thank you so much again for that. You was until you ruined. Oh no, what'd we do? We upgraded Halu. We fought Virai, and thankfully Virai was a single target attacker and not an AoE attacker, because he probably would have wiped the floor with us. And, excuse me, Azuki Hime, have you ever watched the anime of this? Or would you ever consider it? Stealing the Master Sword early leaves a Phantom Sword in the placeholder. Triggering the DLC does not overwrite the... Oh, wow, that's crazy. So that means you have to have enough hearts to pull it out to advance an aspect of the story? Oh, no. You have to be Vin. I'm sorry. Well, I wouldn't call it out the door, but the plan that you enacted definitely got altered. Right? Let's spin it slightly positive. You're still built up. You just didn't get to do exactly what you wanted. But I believe in you. We're here again at your command, Your Majesty. So which one do you like more, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, I know you're playing Breath of the Wild now with the DLC. I believe in the me wanting Taco Bell or something to cope. Yeah, I can understand that. I definitely understand that. Nothing like getting some of them, that nacho cheese poured on something, right? I commend you all on your splendid work. I can now dispatch you to Arva Shulan with no hard feelings on either side. Hey, Wingman, welcome in. I hope you're doing good. You will drop tears into the abyss, Falcon kick it, then down stab from Zelda, grapple and Fox uppercut it into space for being fake Zelda game. Well, what's the difference to you from Tears of the Kingdom to Breath of the Wild? Because there's a lot of similarities, of course, with new changes. And Wingman, SRA is catching up to you. He has the second rune now. But before you go, I must tell you more about that land and of the ravens who traveled there before you. I must confess, I'm not quite sure where to start. Yes. We'll begin when the many disparate realms were brought together under Yamato's banner, signaling an end to the era of chaos. Just as we were gaining stability, a new conflict broke out, one that threatened to split the country in two. World amnesia. Nobody remembered Link or Zelda, and Link has canonically completed all 136 shrines. And more, and the entire game forgets he ever existed. Yeah, I can understand that. Just spent about an hour and a half trying to get back into a specific part of your guide because apparently your Tin Man friend is one of only 2 characters that triggers the quest to go a different route than everyone else. Well, that's exciting, and that's going to be a good talking point later. So, what do you think of the Musu games then, Azuki Hime? Like Calamity and brain farting on the other one. Calamity is whatever. It's not canon. Just as we were gaining stability, a new conflict broke out, one that threatened to split the country in two. Well, hi, Two-Piece. Welcome in. More specifically, it was a rebellion. You have found the guide has been wrong on multiple things. Well, the nice thing about that is that there were multiple guides on GameFAQs. So maybe someone else has a more appropriate guide for you. What? Trying to think of what the other Musu title is. Oh, Age of Imprisonment. What'd you think of that one then? Or have you got a chance to play that one? One of their demands was to have access to my technology and take over custody of the ruins. Another was the liberation of the citizens. Of what they forgot to put. Oh, okay, okay. I understand. Liberation. What kind of morons were they? Why would anyone reject the Makoto's protection? You can't, because you can't beat the final boss without all 7. I don't even think you can enter the final dungeon without them all. Imagine buying FF7 and it's all disc 1. And it's the rest of the game. I can see that. I feel like it would be more like buying Final Fantasy VII and it's disc 1 and 2, and 7-2 is the third and final disc, but I get what your point is. I thought it was fun as a Musu game. What am I? What did I hit? Huh. It's doing pretty good. Me and the wife went out for lunch, and and then I finished necromancy school. So tomorrow I'll be playing a bunch of 7th Saga. The remake was 5 hours of OG FF7. Yeah. Oh, it's hitting my boot is what it is. You're still mad at Nintendo. Well, there's many reasons to be mad at Nintendo, right? Calm down, Mikazuchi. I feel the same way, but I'm sure it's His Majesty will explain. Does this mean we're excited or not, Squall Cloud, and welcome on in, for the final part of the remake coming out next spring, or this spring, I guess you could say? We were at a disadvantage. They took us by surprise, and furthermore deployed a forbidden technology, and a great many lives were lost. I know, something fell out there, I'm sorry. But you're gonna have to move. Thank you. You already know. I know. Oh, man. What could be so powerful that His Majesty would have to seal it away? I was able to pre-order some games today, but not that yet. Not that. Wait, is this going where I think it is? The rebellion's leader was a Shaku Kopolo, working as a Shantari, one of their finest researchers. Her name was Hotaru. I was able to pre-order the new Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave and Dragon Quest Monsters, the Tree of Woe or whatever. I don't remember. You enjoyed the remake, but it's kind of a love-hate thing. Yeah, there's definitely things to love and not in the FF7 remake. I personally like how some things, like Jessie and Biggs and Wedge, are expanded upon. Getting to actually know them more than, you know, the initial heist and literally them dying at the tower originally. But man, minigame burnout has got to be the biggest, wildest thing, and I dislike how there's so many good things tied to all of the minigames. Some of them I was really good at, and some of them I was not. And it's like, you better do this 46 times to make sure you get that weapon. As you may have guessed, she is the same person who now calls herself the Shantaru and led the attack on the capital.
Shantura?
Well, yeah, I just mean in general. I mean, I'm still gonna play all of the remake. It's weird to say the remake when the first of the three is remake. Like, they couldn't have used... Whatever. Rebirth did go overboard, and I didn't like how some of the minigames had rules to stop you from really breaking the game. Like, I really liked the minigame in the desert in Cosmo Canyon, where you had to defeat the little monster in the center by summoning robots and monsters or whatever to take it down. And my strategy was to Zerg rush it. And there is a limit on how many monsters you can deploy. And I'm like, my bar is fully charged. Let me send more monsters out. I was so mad. I still won, but I was mad. The Shantura.
いや待て、話からして遠い遠い昔のことだ。
I also loved Fort Condor. That was a lot of fun in the remake or rebirth. Well, I destroyed it. I had 3 robots. 2 of them were very quick robots. They were like 3-point cost. And then I had one that was like a 15-point, like whatever. It was a really high cost. I would send one of those in, and then I would immediately get to send like 10 little ones. And then I would choose from a different side another big one, and then a bunch of little ones. And it would overwhelm the boss on what to attack. And there was a limit, like 25 was the limit, I think it was. And it made me mad because like the game shortchanged my strategy, which still worked, but it would have done even better. I think Queen's Blood is one of the best card games that they've ever made in a Final Fantasy. Hello, Unknown Nomad. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well tonight. Fort Condor was another one that I thought was really cool, and the way they changed it by having heroes come in and do powers and stuff. 7 stream streak. Heck yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Wait, didn't all this take place hundreds of years ago? You're welcome. Thank you for being here. How can they possibly be the same person? I really liked Queen's Blood, and it was very fun sometimes breaking the game. Because, you know, they had the whole forward advancement thing, and sometimes you could easily defeat someone before they even got their feet off the ground. But, like, that final battle, oh my god, it was the only thing I lost more than once. And it borderlined on unfair without looking anything up. Because I'm sure there's strategies, but I don't want to follow someone's strategy on a card game. But being a 3-round battle and how it was played out was absurd. You're doing good. Heck yeah. What's plans for the weekend, Unknown? Hotaru and the Shintura, they are the same, and yet not.
複数体の技術により何世代にもわたりその知識とシャントゥーラという存在を継承してきたのであろうな。
She was able to utilize replication technology to pass on her consciousness through the generations along with her title. I like how there's no eating or sleeping in that. My man has his priorities. Heck yeah. I hope everything's going well with all of those.
ちょっと待て。うまく理解できないが、ものすごく重大な機密を話されたのでは。
This is a lot to take in. It also feels like we're being let in on some very sensitive information.
あの人、父様の言ってた。
Could she be the one that father mentioned?
おじいちゃん、聞いてもいい？もしかして知ってる人なの？
Gramps, can I ask you something? Did you know this Hotaru later personally?
こら、シュニャ。
Shunya, manners.
構わぬ。ないないの場であるからな。
Thank you for the lurk.
いろいろと疑問を抱くのももっともであろう。
No need
支
to
障
worry.
のない範囲で答えよう。
What delay was that, old man? It's like you fell asleep in between those sentences. No need to worry. We're speaking in strict confidence, and it's only natural for you to have questions. Try to answer them as best I can.
そうであるな。思えば、あれも幼き頃は、嬢ちゃんのように無垢な娘であった。
Now that I think about it, Hotaru was a rather innocent young lady once, just like you, Shunya.
あの者は、ターミナルノア。性病の管理者であったシャクコポル一族を束ねる者。
She was the leader of the Shaku Kopolu, the administrator of the mausoleum, or Terminal Noir as it was called back then.
世が最も信頼し、最も寵愛した。
I trusted her and loved her more than anyone.
自慢の娘であった。
She was my darling daughter.
正常の
Your Majesty,
娘。
your daughter?
多大なる犠牲の果てに戦は終結した。
After much bloodshed, the war finally came to an
謀
end.
反を企てたとなれば、禍根を断つため処断せねばならぬ。我が子らであろうと、それは免れぬ。
The rebels could not be pardoned, and the seeds of rebellion had to be excised. Dearly as I loved my children, consequences were necessary.
比較的罪の軽い者、およびシャクコポル一族は海の向こうへと放逐。
Those with relatively lighter crimes, as well as the whole Shaku Kopolu clan, were exiled to a distant country across the sea.
そして周囲から担ぎ出されたとはいえ、主会であったシャンタリー並びに謀反を扇動した者を極境へと追放した。
As for the ringleaders, the Shentari, they were to be cast out into an even less hospitable land.
彼女はかつて世自ら調査を行い、人が生きてゆけぬと判断したまさにディネ牧師リと呼ぶにふさわしき地。
It was a place I'd already investigated personally and judged incapable of supporting human life, an embodiment of Denbuk Shiri on Earth.
世の知性が気に入らなかったのだ。本望であろうよ。
They wanted to be free of my rule, and so I granted that
我が
request.
君。
Your Majesty,
そして世は悲劇を繰り返さぬよう、かの者たちを封ずる扉、そして動向を探る目、その二つを用意した。
in order to prevent further tragedy, I arranged for a barrier to seal the prisoners off from the outside world and spying eyes to keep a watch on them.
では、
That's...
そうだ。それが出雲であり、カラスである。
Indeed, I speak of Izumo and the Ravens.
なるほどね。 大和の防壁と帝の隠密。要するに牢獄と看守ってわけか。少しやりすぎたって思ってるんだろう。
So they're both jailers and guardians. Yamato's greatest defense is also the Makoto's closest kept secret. Kind of seems like overkill to me.
荒人神と崇められててもやはり人だってことか。
You may be praised as a living god, but in the end you're just as human as everyone else, huh?
おい貴様
You little... Hey, Thunder Drummer. Welcome on in and thank you for the lurk. As you can tell, he is not a god, but he was... He's a smart cookie. We'll leave it at that. He's a smart cookie. Oh, 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 oh.
すまぬな。気を使わせた。
Please. I mean, I jumped ahead. Forgive me, my little outburst. Please pay it no mind.
正常
Your Majesty?
あの時、そなたのような世をいさめてくれる者がおれば。
If only I had people willing to question or criticize me back then. And that's why you don't want to be surrounded by yes men.
そうか。春のやつ、わざと蔑むようなことを言って、正常の罪悪感を。
I see. Halu was rude, but he did it on purpose to help His Majesty laugh his way out of a guilt
絶
spiral.
対的な権力がゆえの孤独。正常が求めるのは、己に貸し付く傀儡ではなく、己が真に基づき上層できるもの。
The Makoto has absolute power, and he's lonely. He doesn't want unquestioning puppets who follow his orders, but people who support him willingly.
春よ、礼を言う。
Halu, I offer you my
気に
thanks.
すんなって。じいさんにはいつも世話になってるからな。
I like how he just looks like he's flipping them off. Yeah, no problem. Don't sweat it. After all you've done for us, it's the least I could do.
まさか、そなたに見透かされようとは。
Ho, ho, ho. Who would have thought it would be you, of all people, to see right through me?
そっかありがとうおじいちゃん今までアーバシュランを見守ってくれていて
But you never abandoned them. You were watching over Arva Shulan all this time. Thanks, Gramps.
本来謀反人は死罪が必然ですが我が君は流刑という沙汰を下されましたそれを望む皆々の声を退けてさえも
Treason is usually an offense punishable by death, but His Majesty handed down a sentence of exile instead. It wasn't a popular
そ
decision.
して彼らをずっと見守ってきたではありませんか
But I suppose it meant you'd be able to keep track of them and how their lives
そう
unfolded.
いうことさ。だからあんまり自分を
Not as cold as all that, huh? You don't always have to blame yourself for...
いや、なんでもない。
Oh, it's... nothing.
アーバシュランについては今述べた通りである。次はカラスについてか。
That is how Arva Shulan came to be populated. Next, a word about the
我が
ravens.
君それは私から
Your Majesty, allow me to explain this part.
では頼もう。
Thank you, Honoka.
はい皆さんご存知ですか
That's right, I'm getting your tummy and you don't know what to do. I wonder how many of you know about this.
純白の鳥を意味するカラスですが、神代では闇夜のような漆黒であったそうです。
The ravens we're used to seeing are pure white birds, but during the Age of the Gods there was also a jet black variant. What do you mean there was white crows?
白翼を漆黒に染め、闇夜を舞い、影となりて、かの者たちを救う使徒とならん。
Making me read off this tiny screen because she's sitting right in front of it. Dye your wings in shadow and soar through blackest night. Become the emissaries that bring salvation to the repentant.
そう願いを込め、直属の隠密をカラスと名付けたのです。
That was the sentiment behind naming His Majesty's covert agents the Ravens.
たかが看守にそのような思いを込められましょうか。
Look, there you go. Lay down. If your mission was merely to stop the prisoners from ever escaping, such an ethos would hardly be necessary. What?
闇夜の使徒。
Okay, you be right there, I guess. Emissaries of salvation?
そして神代では、出雲という名もまた、神がおわす場、神が集う場の象徴だったそうです。
Even Izumo was a name chosen to evoke a place where many gods had gathered in ancient times.
もうお分かりですよね。
I assume you see where this is going.
贖罪を終えた彼らを自ら出迎えるという御心の表れ。
When the exiles' atonement was complete, they'd be welcomed back with open arms.
約束の時、かの者たちの帰りを待つのにふさわしき地として、その名を与えられたのです。
Yes, when the time was right, they'd find a suitable land waiting for them, as if gifted by the gods themselves.
出雲の名にはそのような言われが。
So that's how Izumo got its name.
だがかの地は極境である。
Alas, this didn't change the harshness of the environment they found themselves in.
安定せず大きく変動する気候。人に害をなす危険な動植物。汚染された大地と未知なる風土病。
The weather was prone to sudden violent turns. The flora was just as deadly as the fauna, and the very ground beneath their feet was
い
contaminated.
くら罪人とはいえ、身一つでそのような地に放り込むのは忍びない。
Even if they were criminals, I couldn't bear to leave them to fend for themselves in a place like that.
故に世はかの者たちが生きてゆけるよう環境改変のからくりを与えた。
That was when I bestowed them with the environmental modification devices to make their stay a little more bearable.
今ではアクシャナなどと仰々しい名で呼ばれているらしいが。
Apparently, they call them akushana now, or trees of life. Quite the colorful term.
アクシャナ。
The akushana?
いや、待った。
Hey, hold on a minute.
ん？
今さらりと言ってたが、環境改変ってまさかガイアレメディエーションユニット。
You said it like it was no big deal, but these akushana are Gaia remediation units, right?
ガイアレメディエーションユニットって何？
Gaia Rita what?
簡易テラフォーってわからないか。簡単に言えば局地的に場の環境を思いのままに作り変える道具さ。
They're like No, you probably wouldn't understand that either. They're machines that can artificially alter the land around
全
them.
てが凍てつく極寒の大地、煮えたぎる溶岩の海。そんな土地でも、常春のように快適で過ごしやすい大地にって具合にな。
They could turn a frozen tundra or a lake of lava into something as safe and nurturing as a forest in spring.
なんと
Wow, that's crazy.
あれ
Huh?
でもそんなすごいことができるのならどうしてヤマトは暑いところや寒いところがあったりするの？
But if these machines can do that, how come people still live in really hot or really cold
環
places?
境の多様性ってこともあるだろうが、そいつは局地的にしか使えないものだからな。
Partly to preserve environmental diversity, but mostly because they only affect a small area.
ヤマトみたいな広大な土地は、とても全てはカバーしきれないのさ。
It's just not possible for their effects to extend across all of
そ
Yamato.
うだ。じゃあそれをいっぱい用意すれば。
Oh, right, but what if you made a whole bunch of them in...
残念だが、そんな都合のいいものをポンポンと用意できないってのが世の常ってもんさ。
Nope, you just can't mass produce devices like these. Not enough to cover the whole country anyway.
もしかしたら、そのくれてやったのが最後の一つかもってくらいには貴重なものだと思うぞ。
They're a precious commodity. The ones old Mito gave away were probably the last
あれ
ones.
はそれほどの。
They're really that amazing?
まさしく司法
And that rare?
そいつを選別にポンとくれてやるとか。
And you gave them to a bunch of criminals? Yikes.
いや、なんでもないです。
We quiet now?
そろそろ良いかな。
Then may I continue?
失礼いたしました。
Forgive us, Your Majesty.
お前たち、頼むから少し黙っててくれ。
Everyone, stop interrupting and let the Makoto speak.
すまんかったって。
Sorry.
いっぱい用意すればか。若い者は発想が柔軟であるな。
Just make a whole bunch of them, man. I envy the unfettered imagination of youth.
年当たるとどうも考えが凝り固まっていかん。
As you get older, it's all too easy to become less flexible.
安易に手渡したものがどのような結果を生むか。
Maybe I should have considered the consequences and not given the devices away so easily.
まさか本当にいっぱい用意すればを実行するとは思いもせなんだ。
I never even imagined that anyone might actually, as you say, make a whole bunch of
いっ
them.
ぱい用意したの？
So someone really did? Then...
あれ？それならどうして？
Huh? But then what was the problem?
当初はつつましく暮らしていたようだが、いつからか豊かさを求め、アクシャナを過剰に活性化させてしまったのだ。
The people of Arba Shulan lived modestly at first, yet in time they sought to expand and forcibly accelerated the Akushana's output.
さらには、まるで植林するかのように、それを接ぎ木によって増やしてしまうとは。
On top of that, they began to experiment with grafting techniques, just as if they were normal trees.
そうして、アクシャナの小株は全土に広がり、国境は桃源郷となった。
That dude's headgear is wild. That almost makes it look like your screen is glitching. Right? The thing is, when you see him in the next game, it's not see-through. It is a white cloth. So for, I don't know, like 60% of the game, you never get to see his face and see who he is. So like seeing it now transparent is kind of wild. The new stock of Akushana were spread throughout the land, changing the wasteland into a paradise.
いやいや待った待った。
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold it right there.
おいハル、
Halu, what did I just tell
い
you?
やおとなしく黙ってるつもりだったけどな。
I'm sorry. I really was trying to be quiet this
ダイヤ
time.
レメディエーションユニットを接ぎ木で増やしたとか、さすがにツッコミの一つも入れたくなるっての。
But I couldn't not comment on something as ridiculous as grafting Gaia remediation units.
そりゃあれの性質は植物に似ているかもしれないが、根本的に
I know they may look like trees and their overall structure is similar, but they're fundamentally...
いや待てよ、似ている。ナノマシン、自己再生。
Wait, let me think about this. Similar structure? Nanomachines? Autonomous generation?
確かナノマシンの増殖は植物の細胞分裂をモデルに、それを利用した細胞融合。いや、そんなことが可能なのか？
If the nanomachines took the division of plant cells as their model, could they use that method to fuse with actual trees? Would that work?
さすがであるな。
You seem to have answered your own
結
question
論から言えば
in theory.
不可能ではなかったのだろう。
It's not completely impossible, wouldn't you say?
どのようなプロセスを用いたかまではわからぬが、常識にとらわれぬ柔軟な発想。
I don't understand the process myself. It's the kind of idea that could only come from someone who sees the world differently from the rest of us.
さすがは世が天才と感嘆せし。
I couldn't help admiring the genius of it.
いや、そのように軽薄な言葉で片付けてよいものではないな。
Nay, even genius falls short of doing true justice to what she did.
民を守りたかったのであろう。暮らしを豊かにしてやりたかったのであろう。
I dare say all
世
she
を与えたものに手をつけてまでも。
I dare say all she wanted was to protect her citizens and make their lives better, even if it meant tampering with the gifts I'd given them.
何世代にもわたる執念か。あるいは
I find myself wondering if that sentiment is the same now as it was all those years ago.
だが、それでよい。きっかけが何であれ、ゆりかごから巣立ったのであれば、それでよい。
Regardless of the initial impetus, I was actually pleased that Hotaru and her society were leaving my cradle.
そう思っておった。
If they could achieve this much, they could flourish all on their own.
思っておったのだがな。
At least, that was what I thought at first.
長く続くかと思われた映画。だが、ゆっくりとほころびが生じ、それと気づいた頃には手遅れとなっていた。
Slowly but surely, the protection that lay over their land started to come apart at the seams. By the time they noticed, it was already too late.
以前語ったように、かの地の者はこの大和では生きてはゆけぬ。
I told you before that those from Arva Shulan cannot survive in Yamato.
長い間、何世代にもわたり活性化したアクシャナの権能を浴び続ける。
This is because of their being exposed to the Akushana's energy across so many
それ
generations.
によって肉体がアクシャナに依存し変質してしまったからだ。
The fundamental makeup of their bodies has changed, becoming totally dependent on the trees.
なんとも皮肉であるな。
It's ironic, isn't it?
まったくだ。くしくも同じ道を とはね。
For sure, the very things that gave them freedom before shackled them even more effectively.
それだけであればまだ手の施しようがあったのだ。
We might still have done something for them if their dependence was the only problem.
それだけなら。そうか。サポート対象外のオーバークロックに違法改造。
I heard him say overclocking in English. What do you mean? Wasn't the unexpected demand and illegal modifications bad enough?
おいおい、嫌な予感がしてきた。まさかとは思うが。
I'm getting a really bad feeling about this.
そう。半永久稼働するはずのユニットが循環不全を起こすようになったのだ。
Indeed, left alone, the units were meant to run indefinitely, but now their processes were cycling
そ
imperfectly.
して株分けした者たちも一つまた一つと活動停止。枯れていった。
The original trees, as well as the newly grafted ones, all withered and died one by one.
頼みのユニットの機能不全で生存権が失われてゆくか。
And when those units stopped operating, the environment they'd cultivated went back to the way it was before, huh?
いや、それでもマスターユニットさえ無事ならば。
But they should have been able to work something out as long as the master unit was okay.
マジか。
Seriously? That one too? Hello?
ちょいとかなりまずいかもな。
In that case, they'd kind of be in trouble. No, there's no kind of about it.
罪ってやつかもしれん。
It'd be a total disaster.
でもおじいちゃんなら何とかしてくれるんだよね。
But, Gramps, you must have done something for them, right?
どうにもならぬ。
Alas, there was nothing I could do. What?
藁にもすがる思いだったのか。
They must have been truly desperate.
最後の望みにかけ、あやつらもあのような愚行に及んだのであろうな。
They bet everything on one final hope, one final act of foolishness, another rebellion against me.
だがな、ようもってしてもどうにもならぬことがあるのだ。
Some things are beyond even my power.
よとて手をこまねいていたわけではない。カラスからの報告を受け、兆しを見つけてからはさまざまな解決を試みた。
Not that I stood by and did nothing. I used the intel my ravens brought me to better understand the problem and tried out different solutions.
原因究明のためユニットへのアクセスを試みるも受け付けぬ。
I even accessed the broken units to try and determine the cause of the problem, but in the end it did no good.
情報を求めカラスたちを中央へ送り込むも、ある者は消息を絶ち、ある者は亡骸となり。
I sent the ravens to their central city for more information. Some died in the attempt, others were sent home as pitiable corpses.
ある者は変質したアクシャナの権能に耐えられず再起不能となってしまった。
Others still were unable to withstand the Akushana's energy and succumbed to their destructive effects.
もはやこれ以上犠牲を出すことはできぬ。かの地への干渉を断念すべきではないか。
I couldn't ask them to keep throwing their lives away. I decided to abandon all thoughts of interfering in Arva Shulan's affairs for good or ill.
だがな、お一人よ。 その決断に異を唱えた者がいた。
But there was someone who disagreed with my plans.
そう、そなたの父パシュパクルだ。
He said Pashu with a U between the H and the P. Oshtor, it was your father, Pashu Pakor.
父上。
My father?
かの地の民にとって世は最後の希望。追放されし民なれど、今でも世を信じ待ち続ける者たち。
He reminded me that I was their last hope. Exiles or no, many still revered me and continued to wait for my intervention.
それをどうか見捨てないでほしいとな。
Pashpakor implored me not to abandon them.
何より解明せぬまま放置すれば、後にどのような災厄となって大和に降り注ぐかわからぬ。
He also pointed out the importance of determining the truth behind this problem, in case it came to afflict Yamato later down the line.
どうかそれがしにお命じになられよ。かの地へ赴き、少しでも事態を好転させましょう。
He asked me to dispatch him so he could try to find a way to improve the situation, no matter how small.
そう、臆面もなく言い放ちおった。
Quite the bold request, but that was the kind of man he was. Hey, Cosmic Goat Bear. That was a fun chat earlier on Discord. Welcome on in, and thank you for the kind words. If you can see or not, I know you said you're usually on your phone, but right here under the second monitor, we got Two-Piece laying on the desk. I know she kind of blends in because she's a tuxedo cat, but I hope you're doing great tonight. Quite the bold request, but that was the kind of man he was. She's the only one in here right now.
リコトマも同じことを言うつもりであったのであろうな。
You're very...
先を越されたと無然としておったわ。
You're very goat-tastic. I bet cosmically so, huh? I think Dikotoma was going to say the same thing. He seemed disappointed that Pashu Pakor got in ahead of him.
事実、パシュパクルの功績は大きく、その持ち帰った情報でこそ分かったことも多い。
Your
その
father...
分、世の仕事の量分も増えてしまったがの。
Your father had already brought back plenty of valuable information. It meant more work for me, but we learned a lot in the process. Hey, look, the shared chat is working tonight.
かの地に渡る資格があるのは、カラスであることは無論のこと、子や配偶者、思いを残さぬ者に限られておった。
However, not just anyone could be sent to Arva Shulan. Such assignments were limited to ravens and only those who would leave no family behind.
当然、妻子持ちであるパシュパクルを行かせるわけにはいかぬし、周りからの反対の声も多かった。
Oh, don't worry, Cosmic. I'm doing enough of that for the both of us. Being married with children, many argued that Pashu Pakor was a wholly unsuitable candidate.
単身赴任ってレベルじゃないみたいだしな。妻子持ちが行くには荷が重すぎるだろ。
That makes sense. This wasn't some simple business trip. He'd be leaving his wife and kids behind for good.
かの地の民が大和で生きられぬと同様、大和の民もかの地で生きてゆくことはできぬ。
Indeed, just as those from Arva Shulan cannot survive in Yamato, the reverse is also true. Now I'm thinking about it, we saw the three major baddies of Arva Shulan in the beginning of the game, yet we've never interacted with any of them up to this point. And I mean, I'm sure we're going to at some point, But the two guys, we fought multiple times in the last game. Kind of interesting how it changed. Indeed, just as those from Arva Shulan cannot survive in Yamato, the reverse is also true.
かの者たちにとって命の源であるアクシャナの権能も
I appreciate you for trying, though.
猛毒に等しいからだ。
The Akushana's life-giving energy acts like noxious poison on their bodies.
故にかの地へ渡るカラスは調整を受けねばならぬ。
As such, any ravens dispatched there needed to undergo certain modifications.
調整。ああ、片道切符ってやつか。
Modifications? It was basically a one-way trip, huh?
そりゃ、妻子持ちなんか送り込めないわな。
I can see why you wouldn't want to do that to anyone with a family.
当時カラスの一翼を担っていたパシュパクルだ。そのようなことは重々承知していたはず。
Pashu Pakor was already an active raven, so he was well aware of these conditions.
それでもあやつの亭主であった前任者たちの変わり果てた姿を見て他の者に委ねるという選択肢はなかったのであろうな。
Even so, after seeing what happened to the agents who'd worked under him, he could no longer stand aside and let others suffer.
妻や子はどうするのだと問うてもむしろそこで名乗りを上げないとは何事かと妻に叱られてしまうとな。
As for the matter of his family, he said his wife would be much angrier if he dared to call himself a mononofu without helping.
子らには寂しい思いをさせてしまうがいつの日か分かってくれるとそう少し困ったように笑いよった。
He knew how his children would miss him, but he trusted that you would understand one day. Well, do I remember his troubled smile at that thought?
何故父がと思っただろうか。妻をこう捨てた私を非道と思うだろうか。
You must wonder why I chose this path, abandoning my wife and children. Perhaps you think me heartless.
だが誰かがやらねばならぬこと。それが私だったと。
Oh, hi, Biscuit. Hey, buddy. But someone had to do this, and the way things played out, it ended up being me. Come here, buddy. I do not regret it.
ヤマトの安寧、かけがえのないお前たちの日常のために力を尽くせる
Want some bongos?
これほどの喜びはない。
My good boy. It was to protect the peace in Yamato, to ensure you could lead happy lives, that I gave up everything, and I am proud of it.
いつかお前にもわかる日が来るだろう。
One day you will surely come to understand this.
父上。
Father.
なあ、じいさん。話からすれば、中央へ入り込むには調整を受ける必要があるってことだよな。
Say, Gramps, judging from what you've said, you'd have to perform these modifications on us for this trip to the capital, right?
だとすれば、さすがに止めさせてもらうぞ。
That's the case. I'm nipping this idea in the bud right
そ
now.
の調整とはどういう意味であるか。
What exactly are these modifications?
調整ってのは、アーバシュランで生きていけるよう、肉体を変質させる技術だ。
It boils down to surgically changing your body's constitution so you can survive in Arva
だ
Shulan.
な。難しい上に、肉体への負担が大きすぎるんだ。
Not only is it a complicated procedure, but it also puts a lot of stress on your body. Too much, if you ask me.
それに、アーバシュランから戻ってきたところで、ヤマトで生きていくためには、 再調整が必要だ。
And assuming you did make it back safe, you'd have to go through the whole thing again to allow you to live in Yamato.
仮に元に戻せたとしても、苦しみながらわずかな余生を過ごすことになる。
Even if it was the safest procedure out there, it's still going to mean a lot of pain, discomfort, and stress.
とてもじゃないが、おすすめできないね。
Ultimately, it's up to you guys, but I wouldn't recommend it, that's for sure.
だが一度きりならその調整でアーバシュランの者たちも
If these modifications are possible, can't we use them on the people of Arva Shulan instead?
そんな単純な話じゃないのさ。おそらくアーバシュランの連中はさらに厄介で DNA の塩基配列がな。
It's not as simple as that, especially for them. After so many generations, the base sequence of their DNA is,
小難しくてさっぱりわからぬ。
This is getting way too complex for me.
じゃあこれならわかるか。じいさんが何とかしようとしてどうにもできなかったってことだ。
Now let me simplify it for you. It's like the Makoto said, even if he wanted to, he can't do anything for them.
なるほどな。最初からそう言えばよかったのだ。
Got it. You should have just said that from the start.
あの兄にしてこの弟だな。間違いなくお前らは兄弟だよ。
You and your brother are about as different as night and day, huh?
で、じいさん、どうなんだい？
Well, Gramps, where does that leave us?
そのことであれば問題ない。アクルトゥルカたる姿たちに調整は不要であるからな。
You needn't worry. As Aku Turuka, you'll be able to get by on your own.
あ？
Huh?
アクルカは装着者の身体能力を増幅させる。アクシャナの権能も和らぐであろう。
Equipping the Akaruka increases your body's natural defenses. It should be enough to mitigate the Akushana's effects.
いや、どこまで規格外なんだよ、アクルカってのは。
It does what? Just how overpowered are those things?
アクルトゥルカをかの地に渡らせる。金を破ることとなるが、もはやそうも言っておられぬ。
Akuru Turuka can cross to the other side freely. It will mean breaking the taboo, but that's hardly a concern at this point.
これまでの働きで見せたそなたたちの力、信じよう。
I choose to believe in the strength, loyalty, and resourcefulness you've shown me.
身に余るお言葉強越至極に存じます。
You honor us with your kind words, Your Majesty. Oh man. Chapter 9. Chapter 8 was heckin' short. A little while ago, Munacheka brought me some candy. Has the world gone topsy-turvy? Is it going to start snowing next? There's gotta be some new quests if we're on Chapter 9. Not yet, there isn't. If you notice anything amiss with your physical condition, take some time out to rest. You mustn't push yourself too hard. I watched your exhibition match, Oster. You look so cool in the heat of battle. It really was an edge of your seat kind of fight. Mother will be so proud when she finds out about it. Do we want to go in just yet? The time has come for us to return to Arva Shulan. It may be a place that Shinya and my father once called home, but in the here and now, it represents enemy territory. There's no guarantee we'll make it back from this mission alive. We should try to prepare for every eventuality before we leave. Oh no! I have a lot of stuff that's never been unlocked. Let me go look at Halu again. Meet me.
今日もええ天気じゃのう。
Well. So we have yellow. Well, I guess they're all yellow once you change to them. We have 4 categories. I'm not sure what Noyuku is because I didn't see it in the book, but there's 5 nodes and we only have 1 of these 5. In this one we have all 5 nodes. In this one we only have 1, 2, 3 out of 5. And in this one we only have 1. We're missing a lot of nodes. Could we squeeze in another level? Well, maybe. It seems to have changed its...
良いのか？間違いないか？それでいいかの？間違いないか？良いのか？
Oh, that was pretty sweet. New skill. Skill. Alright. What skills did we learn? That is not a new skill. You learned level 2 Heart Eraser. Venom Barrage. Thermal Blade. Well.
また来るのじゃぞ。
That was an hour of just chatting. I guess let's do our dialogue here. Oh, look, there's Deco Pompo. I'll never forgive that muscle-bound oaf for dragging me into the ring. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. Suppose it still worked out in my favor, though. I can still count it as a win. Now that the mission is yours, you're bound to perish. Excuse me, just a slip of the tongue. Yeah. Should have been laughing at your disgrace by now, but instead I looked a fool. Quite possibly the greatest blunder of my life. Meditation? Oh, that's... Oh man, his attack went to 4. Boo! Boo on you. She's not gonna say anything. There's gotta be some way to come back, I feel.
分かっているとは思うが、今回ばかりは無事に帰ってこれる保証はないぞ。
You guys probably don't need me to tell you this, but there's no guarantee you'll all make it back in one piece.
今更であるな。我らが旅路、楽だったことなど一度たりともない。
Our journey hasn't exactly been a bed of roses so far. It's a little late to start complaining now.
この絵大将を背負いし日より覚悟はできている。
From the day I became an Imperial Guard, I've been prepared to put others' safety before my own.
親父がそうであったように。
Just like my old man before me, I suppose.
立つまでにどれほどの時間がある？
How long until we have to leave?
それぞれに支度もあるであろう。数日から10日といったところか。
We'll probably need some time to prepare. A few days at least. No more than 10.
急げば間に合うか。
If I hurry, I can probably make it in time.
皆の支度が整い次第、揃って出雲へと向かう。
Once you're all ready, we can head to Izumo together. Does that sound good?
すまぬが、俺は出雲で合流する。先に行ってくれ。
Sorry, but you guys can go on ahead. I'll meet you there. Huh?
それは構わないが、どうかしたのか？
That's fine with me, but why?
向こうへ渡る前に会っておかねばならぬ人がいる。
There's someone I need to go see before we go to the other side.
そうであるな。
I see. Do what you need to do.
会っておかないとならない人。
I assume it's his sister's grave. Someone he has to see.
ねえオストル、私も一度エンナカムイに寄りたい。
Hey Oster, I'd like to make a stop too. Back in Enna Kamui.
エンナカムイに？
Enna Kamui?
そう、秘密基地に取りに行きたいものがあるから。
Yeah, I want to pick something up from the secret base.
重要なものなのか？
Yeah, I want to pick something up from the secret
そういう
base.
わけじゃないけど。
Not exactly, but
まあエンナカムイなら途中で寄れるんだ。三日月が来るまで多少時間もあるし、家族に顔を出してやってもいいんじゃないか？
we'll be going that way anyway. Might as well as go see your family while we're waiting for Mikazuchi.
そうだよ。
I knew about the deception wingman, but I can't really speak about that specific scenario very well, just because it's been so long ago. I wonder if it's always the same town or if the town can be random. So like, go fight for a little bit and see if if he changes towns. Yeah, what Halu said.
それもそうだな。気を使わせたか。
I guess you're right.
ありがとう。
I guess you're right. Family is important too. Thanks for reminding me, Shunya.
よし。エンナカムイによって午前や母上に顔を出していこう。
We'll stop in at Enna Kamui, say hello to the Aulo, and then go spend some time with Mother. Yeah.
宗近。そういうわけで、俺たちも少し遅れて出雲へ向かう。
But congratulations on making a lot of progress, and it sounds like you're still willing to put in a bit more. Sounds like you'll be going back to Izumo alone, Munachika.
村雨殿にもくれぐれもよろしく伝えてくれ。
Give our regards to Lady Murazame when you see her.
承知した。ならば、おのおのが別行動し、出雲で落ち合おう。
Sure, let's all do our own thing and meet up there later.
出雲で
See you in Izumo. It's been a while, Your
お
Grace.
久しぶりですイラワジ様
Hello, Alo Irawaji.
二人ともそう謙遜で何より
It's good to see you both in such fine
多
health.
忙に甘え頼りがおろそかになったよし申し訳ありません
I'm sorry for not keeping up our correspondence. I've had a lot of official business to deal with.
もはやそなたの立場上田舎を気にかけるわけにもいくまいて
That really stings, because you are the elf girl, so you're very magic heavy, and you can't use magic in there. Dang. I hope they can move on. I would try it. Go grind a couple of dozen fights or so. The people can normally move between towns, so why not the person holding the rune? I hardly expect someone of your vaulted position to trouble yourself over a small town Aulo like me.
いえたとえ帝都に身を置けどもそれがしの故郷はエンナカムイに他なりません
Not at all. I may live in the capital now, but Enakamui will always be my
そ
home.
う言ってもらえるだけでオーロ冥利に尽きるというものだ
It's an honor simply to hear you say that.
そなたがこのエンナカムイを巣立ち遥かな高みに達したこと実に誇らしい
I'm overjoyed that you were able to fly the nest and travel far and wide in service of self-improvement.
それはそれとして一末の寂しさはあるがの
Although I won't deny that it feels a little lonely around here now that you're gone.
恐れ入ります
My apologies.
それにシューニャも随分と立派になったものだ
And Shunya, I see you've become a fine young lady these past few months.
そうかなありがとう
I have. Thank you.
ところでトリコリにはもう顔を見せたのか
Oh, by the way, have you spoken to Torikori yet?
いえまずは午前にご挨拶をと思い取り急ぎ参じました
Not yet. We thought it would be more proper to come and see you first.
歴樹の際も同じやり取りをしたのを覚えておるあの時は確か三日月宗近もおったな皆元気でやっておるかの
You said much the same thing when you visited for my longevitarian celebration. I recall Mikazuchi and Munechka were with you then. Are they well?
皆変わらず双剣でさらなる高みを目指し修練に励んでおります
Yes, they're both in good health and firmly dedicated to their training.
そうか、まこと良き友達を持ったな
I see. You found yourself some admirable allies, Oster.
それでは本題を聞くとしよう
Sorry, Dr. Mrs. Tuffy is messaging me. Now then, let's move on to the real matter at hand.
問題とおっしゃいますと
And what would that be, Your
そ
Grace?
れはもちろん報告に来たのではないのか
You came here to make a formal announcement, did you not?
報告とおっしゃいますと
An announcement?
改めて紹介しに来たわけではないのか
I doubt you'd come all this way just to introduce her to us again.
紹介とおっしゃいますと
Introduce who?
シューニャとの婚姻の報告をしに来たのであろ
Don't play coy with me, boy. You're here to tell us that you and Shunya are getting married. Your Grace.
このじいさんやってくれるぜ。
Whoa, this geezer knows how to cut right to the heart of things.
妻として正式に紹介しに来たのではないのか。
You mean you're not here to present Shunya as your new wife?
オストル、そうなの？そうなんだ。
Is that why we're here, Oster? I mean, if we are, then...
午前何か誤解されているようですがシューニャは家族であり妹です婚姻となると
Now, she is not officially sister. She's more like adopted sister. So, like, there's no weirdness on that front. And they don't really know each other as family super well. It's not like they lived with each other for many years growing up or anything. But it's still kind of awkward. Your Grace, there seems to be some misunderstanding here. Shunya is family. She's like a sister to me. I couldn't marry her. You could just see the deflation in her eyes. Oh.
そうは言うが、猫根とは違い、シューニャなら問題なかろうて。
More of a half-sister, though, yes? Unlike with Nekone, you could probably get away with marrying her.
そうだよね。
He could. See, she perked up.
もっとも、シューニャにその気持ちがなければダメだがの。
Of course, if Shunya doesn't feel that way about you, there's no real point.
私は。
Huh? But unfortunately, Oster is super dense when it comes to, ladies and
すご
stuff.
いぜ。このじいさん無敵か。
Amazing. He's not letting up at all.
それがしにとってシューニャは守るべき大事な家族そのようなこと考えも
Shunya is family. I'd risk my life to protect her. Romance doesn't come into it.
出会った日からずっとそばにいたのであろう。心を許した者同士でなければ、そう長くは一緒におれぬものだ。
She's been by your side since the day you met her. I'm sure you couldn't have spent all this time together if you weren't compatible.
オストル。オストルのその気持ちすごく嬉しいよ。私、妹で幸せだよ。
Oster, it makes me happy knowing how you feel about me. I'm glad to be part of your family. Chi.
シューニャ
Shunya.
まあ、いやはや、年寄りはどうしても話が長くなっていかんな。
He's only half wrong. She would have totally went with it. Perhaps I was mistaken. Forgive an old man for rambling.
長旅で疲れているところをすまなかった。トリコリに顔を見せてやるといい。
You must be tired after your long journey. Go and see your mother and get some rest. Hmm.
いやー、有意義な話だった。
That was quite the conversation, huh?
それでは母上に会いに行くとしよ
Anyway, let's go see how Mother's doing.
あのね、オストル。
Hey, Oster?
うなんだシューニャ
What is it, Shunya?
私、父様の秘密基地に行ってくるから、先に戻ってて。
I'm going to Father's secret base first, so you go on ahead, okay?
ああ何か取りに行くんだったななら俺も一緒に行こ
Right, you wanted to get something from there, didn't you? I'll come with you.
ダメだよ。お願いだから、オストルは先に戻っててほしい。
No, please, just go on home ahead of
う
me.
どうしたんだ急にもしかして午前が言われたことを気にして
It's more about what you said, you numbskull. It's no trouble. What's the matter? Are you feeling bothered by what Iwaraji said?
違うの。母様はとって っても優しいから。
No, not at all, and Mother's a nice lady, so I know she'd be happy to see us.
私と一緒だとオシュトルよりも私を気にかけてくれると思う。
But if we go home together, she'll fuss more over me than you.
オシュトルと母様の二人の時間を取ってほしい。
I think the two of you deserve some time together.
シューニャ、そんなことは気にしなくていいんだ。俺たちは家族なのだから。
Shunya, you don't have to worry about stuff like that. We're all family
分
here.
かってる分かってるよ。家族だからお願いしてるの。母様と二人で会ってお願い。
I know. It's because we're family that I'm asking you. Go spend some time with her.
だが、秘密基地までは。
It's an awfully long way to the secret base on your own.
ああ、心配すんな。俺がついててやるから。
Don't sweat it. I'll look out
こ
for her.
の辺りにどのくらいいたと思ってるんだ。もう俺たちの庭みたいなもんだからな。
I know this area pretty well by now. It's basically our own backyard. Uh-oh.
チーの願い、聞いてやってくれるよな。
Those sisters have still got to be around. Why don't you indulge Chi's request just this once?
私だって母様に会いたいから、秘密基地で少しのんびりしたらすぐに戻るよ。それまでオシュトルと母様でゆっくりしてて。
I do want to see Mother again, and I'll be right back after I rest at the base for a while. Just head home and relax.
わかった。シューニャが戻ってくるまで母上の相手をしておこう。
All right. I'll do my best to keep Mother entertained until you get back.
それじゃあ行ってくるね。
Great. Okay, I'm going on ahead.
ある、頼んだぞ。
Take care of her, Halu.
はいよ。チーの面倒は任せな。
You can count on me. I swear it looks like he's flipping us off.
何をやってるんだ。俺がシューニャに気を使わせてどうする。
What am I doing? I can't let Shunya be the one who's looking out for me.
それにシューニャの気持ち、俺の気持ちは。
As for Shunya's feelings and my feelings for her,
俺はどうすれば。
maybe you should talk to her. What should I do?
この声は剣の鍛錬か。頑張っているな。
That voice. Sounds like he's hard at work with his sword training.
しかし剣さばきに余裕がない。どこか迷いがあるように見えるが。
His form seems a little awkward, though. Is there something distracting him? Well, your sister is his eye candy crush, whatever. And she's in the capital now.
キュール、
Kiru.
兄上、帰ってらしたのですか？
Oster, when did you get back?
ああ、今午前に挨拶を済ませてきたところだ。
Just now. I'm on my way home from your grandfather's house.
兄上のご活躍は聞いています。テートはどうですか？猫根さんはお元気でしょうか？
I've heard all about your recent accomplishments. How are things in the capital? How's Nekone?
いろいろと話をしてやりたいのだが、すまぬな。その話はまた今度だ。
I'd love to stop and chat, but that will have to wait for another
午
time.
前にも早く母上に顔を出してやれと言われたばかりでな。
The Aloe practically ordered me to go and see my mother without delay.
そうですか。わかりました。
Oh, I see. I understand.
だが、そうだな。少し稽古をつけてやろう。
But I guess it wouldn't hurt.
構えよ。
You sure? You done? But I guess it wouldn't hurt if I helped you with your training first. Take up your fighting stance.
はい。ぜひお願いします。
Huh? Oh, right. Thank you.
どうした？もっと踏み込んでこい。
You can do better. Plant your feet more firmly.
はい。ひゃ
Yes, sir. Yeah.
えい。ひゃ
Yeah. Yeah. Good job, Link.
いい動きだ。そうだ。相手を目で捉えようとするな。どう動くか、何を考えているか、体で感じよう。
Good. Keep it up. Don't just follow your opponent with your eyes. Anticipate where they'll move next. Use your instincts.
はい。ひゃ
Right. Yeah. It's funny that he's sword training because, if anything, it would be helping him gain some endurance or some strength for his arms. He's a bow user. He is a really good bow user.
弓だけでなく、ちゃんと剣の方も鍛錬していたのだな。踏み込みも、つばぜり合いも、以前よりずっと良くなっている。
He's clearly been training his sword skills along with his archery. His footwork and striking strength have both improved compared to before.
だが、やはり、立ち筋に迷いがある。
And yet, I still feel some hesitation in his strikes.
僕、兄上みたいな剣士にはなれないんですか?
This is a flashback, I guess? Aw, can't I ever become a warrior like you?
何も刀ばかりが、もののふの獲物じゃないぞ。弓なんかどうだ?
Mononofu don't fight only with swords. Why don't you try a bow?
弓ですか?
A bow?
弓は大切だと思うのです。狩りでは重宝されるし、ペリエライも戦術の要というです。
Mastering archery is very useful. You would make an excellent hunter, and Perii troops have enormous strategic importance. Let's look up that word, because I am not familiar with it. Perii. Da, 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 da. Did I spell that right? I-E. I did not. Oh. Oop, oop. I-E. No, P-E-R. I-E-R. I forgot the I at the end. Boy, everything but the... Perii is not periphery. And that is... P-E-R-I-E-R. Huh. I don't know. Let's put quotes on it. It is not a standard English word, but rather a specific grammatical conjunction of the ancient Greek verb apollyon, meaning you will have perished, or you will have been destroyed. I guess it's someone who destroys troops, not being destroyed.
猫ねさんがかっこいいって言うなら、僕弓を始めてみようかな。
If you think bows are cool, then I'll learn to use
別
them.
にかっこいいとは言ってないです。
I didn't say they were cool. Oh.
もののふとして考えるならば、キールの本質はあの時から変わってはおらない。
In terms of pure martial skill, Kiryu hasn't changed all that
キ
much.
ール自身、自分の適性に気づいている。おそらく。
But he's more aware of his own strengths and weaknesses now. I wonder if that's it.
今日はこのぐらいにしておこう。
That's enough for today.
いえ、ぜひもう一手。
Haha, please, just one more
お
round.
前のその意気込みは立派であるが、 休養も修行の一つだぞ。
Your dedication is commendable, but taking proper breaks is an important part of your training too.
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
Alright, thank you for your help.
兄上、聞いてもらいたいことがあります。
Oster, can I ask you
どうし
something?
た？
Of course. What's on your mind?
私には剣の才はありません。
I don't have any talent for swordsmanship.
近くで兄上を見てきたからわかるんです。どう頑張っても剣では兄上に追いつけないんだなって。
Now that I've seen your skills up close, I'm more sure than ever. I'll never catch up to you no matter how hard I
今
train.
日兄上にご指導いただき、やっと決心がつきました。
Thanks to your instruction today, I know what I must do.
これからは弓の道を進もうと思います。そしていつか兄上に必要とされるようなもののふになってみせます。
From now on, I'll give up the sword and devote myself to the bow. That way, one day, I'll be the kind of Monofu that can truly support you.
しばらく見ぬうちに立派になったな、キュー。己の適性を見極め、己が道を選ぶ。たやすくはできることだ。
You've done a lot of growing up since I saw you last, Kiryu. Figuring out the right path for you and having the resolve to tread it is no easy
義
task.
兄弟のちぎりを交わした兄として誇らしく思う。
Speaking as your sworn brother, I'm proud of you.
ありがとうございます、兄上。
Thank you, Oster.
しかし弓か。残念だがそれがしは弓の際に乏しい。教えてやれそうにはない。
The bow, though, I'm afraid I don't have much talent in that area. I don't think I'd have very much to teach you.
心配しないでください。ペリエライの方々に教わりながら、なんとか頑張ってみようと思います。
Don't worry, I can get lessons from the Periarii, and I'll do my best to practice on my own too. Boy, I botched that word. That is...
そうだな。それがしが教えてやれることがあるとすれば。
In that case, let me give you a general piece of advice.
良き友と出会い、命を懸けて守るべきものができれば、さらにお前は強くなるであろう。
Making good friends, the kind you're willing to put your life on the line to protect, will make you stronger than ever.
キール、良き人たちとの出会いがあることを願っている。
I hope that you'll be blessed with people like that someday.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
守るべきものか。
Friends you're willing to protect.
懐かしい。
It feels nice to be back here.
おいおい、まだそこまで経っちゃいないだろう。
Hasn't been that long since the last time.
そうだけど、なんだろう、すごく時間が経った気がする。
I know, but, well, it feels like a lot longer.
ここを出てからあっちゃこっちゃ行って目まぐるしい日々だったもんな。
Life has been pretty hectic ever since we left. It's just been one thing after another.
不思議な感じ。ここにいると父様がそばにいるような気持ちになれる。
It's weird, but being here feels like I'm right back by Father's
チ
side.
ーとオシトルのために親父さんが残した部屋だからな。
It is a room he left behind for you and Oster, after all.
うん、
Yeah.
まあ好きなだけゆっくりすればいいさ。それはそうと、ここに何を取りに来たんだ？
Well, now we're here. Take all the time you need to rest up. By the way, what's this thing you came here to pick up? She wants to bring the tree.
あの時はとっさに出任せを言っちゃった。だけど ヤマトを立つ前にもう一度見たいものがあって。
I guess not. That was just an excuse I came up with on the spot, but there is something I wanted to see again before we leave Yamato.
ほら、父様の手紙。
Here it is, the letter from father.
なるほどね。でもその手紙はこの部屋から出すわけにはいかないってオストルが言ってなかったか？
Didn't Oster say we shouldn't take that out of this room though?
ここに置いていく。何が書いてあるか全部覚えてるし。
Yes, I'll be leaving it here. I remember everything father wrote in it anyway.
オストルもきっと覚えてると思う。
I have a feeling Oster does too.
でも、もう一度父様が書いた字を見たかったの。
I just wanted to see father's handwriting one more time.
しかしどんな言葉を綴ろうと家族を偽りないがしろにしたのは事実。
I know that no matter what I say about why I chose this path, it doesn't change the fact I abandoned my family.
己が一人の少女の定めを変えてしまったこともまた事実である。
Yet it is also a fact that I changed the fate of a certain girl, hopefully for the best.
どれだけ取り繕おうとも私の罪が消えることはない。この罪を抱えディネボクシリに落ちよう。
Leaving you to fend for yourselves weighs heavily on my conscience. It's a sin which condemns me to Dena Boko Shiri.
願わくば
Know that I love you all.
父様は私を育ててくれた。本当はそんなことしちゃいけなかったのに。
Father, you took me in and raised me as your own. You really shouldn't have, but you did it anyway.
父様はきっと悩んで苦しんで一人でこの手紙を書いたんだ。
It must have been
私とオストルが読むかもわからなかったのに。
It must have been such a hard decision for you. Is that why you wrote this letter? You can't have known Oster and I would ever actually read it.
それが親心ってやつさ。実際に読むかどうかは関係なく書かずにはいられなかったんだろう。
It's a parent thing. Whether anyone read it or not, he probably needed to get it all down on the page.
父様はきっと私たちに心の底から愛してるって伝えたかったんだと思う。
Yeah, he wanted to tell us just how much he loved us. That's what I believe.
私たちだけにじゃない。本当は母様にも。
Not only us, but mother as well.
父様にとって最愛の人だもん。
She was the person he loved the most in all the world.
そりゃ夫婦だからな。親父さんの手紙にもあっただろう。あいつなら分かってくれるって。
That's a married couple for you. I doubt she needed a letter to know how he felt about her.
言葉がなくても分かり合えるってことさ。
Even without words, they were perfectly in sync.
だからこそ私の知っている父様を母様にも知ってほしい。
But that's all the more reason to share this with her. I want her to know all the things about father that I did.
そうかもしれんが、さすがにそれは伝えられんだろう。
I get you, but it'll be tough to convey all that.
そんなことないよ。私にしか伝えられないことはあると思う。私の気持ちも。
Maybe not, though. I think this is something only I can tell her. Not only what he was like, but how I feel too. Well, hi, Marmalade. Hey, good girl. Welcome in. We don't see you too often.
地位の言うことも一理あるか。伝えられるうちに伝えておく。
You might have a point. You should probably tell her while you still have the chance.
そうだよ。
You can still see a
言葉
tail
がなくて
just
分かり合え
up.
たとしても、
Oh, this
伝え
good
ないと
girl.
分からないことだってあるよ。
Even if the two of them didn't need words, there are some things you need to say out loud.
そうだな。それに習えば、オシュトルも伝えないとわからないと思うぞ。
Right? Same goes for telling Oster how you feel about him. Huh?
もう妹でいいとか思ってないんだろう。本当の気持ち伝えなくていいのか。
You're not content to just be a sister anymore, are you? Why don't you tell him how you really feel? Hi, Marmalade. Good girl.
ねえハル、オシュトルにとって最愛の人って誰なのかな。
Halu, who do you think Oster loves the most?
いい質問だな。
That's a good
いる
question.
のかな。
Do you think he has anyone special?
俺の見立てだと今のところいない。
Based on my odd observations, I'd have to say no. Although Monechka did have a thing for him.
そっか。うん、そうだよね。
Boop. Right on the noop. Oh. Yeah. Right. Of course you're right.
ただ自分でも気づかないうちにそうなりつつあるやつはいるんじゃないか。
But I do think there's someone he might start to feel that way about without even realizing it.
誰ミネチカってことはないよね。有利でもないし。
Really? Who is it? Monechka? No, that couldn't be it. Probably not Yuri either.
まさかミカ。
Ah, is it Mika?
あるか。
Of course not.
地位のことだよ。
Honestly, I'm talking about you, Chi.
私でもオシュトルは妹だって家族だって。
Me? But he said before that I'm more like family or a sister to him.
だから自分でも気づかないうちにって言ったろ。
Like I said, he doesn't even realize it himself yet.
二人揃ってこの調子とはね。まったく世話の焼ける。
Why do the both of you have to be so dense? I've really got my work cut out for me here.
うん。
Sorry.
だが未来は誰にもわからんからな。一番近くにいるからって安心してるとな。一人でバウムクーヘン食べることになるんだぞ。
No one knows the future, Chi. Get complacent because you're close enough to him already, and you'll end up eating Baumkuchen all alone.
バウムクーヘンって何？なんだかすごく不吉に聞こえるんだけど。
I don't know, if something's bomb cooking, I would want to eat it. What's bomb cooking? Doesn't sound like anything I'd want to eat.
失礼なこと言うな。バウムクーヘンってのは美味しい焼き菓子の一種さ。
How dare you? Baumkuchen is one of the most delicious baked treats ever devised by human
意
hands.
味がわからないよ。なんで安心してると美味しいお菓子を一人で食べる話になるの？
I still don't understand. Why would being complacent lead me to eating it on my own?
それはな、縁起がいいから婚礼の引き出物に。いや、そこは今食いつくところじゃない。俺の例えが悪かった。
It's like keeping your wedding dress in your closet and never... No. You wouldn't get that either. You know what? Forget the analogy.
話を戻すぞ。地位の保護者として俺が言えるのはだな。
The point is, and I'm telling you this as your protector,
時は人を待たず。 ってな。
Time waits for no one.
どういう意味？
What does that mean?
少し違うが、要するに今日の当たり前が明日の当たり前とは限らないってことだ。
Things you take for granted today might not be the same tomorrow.
うん。
Right. You drinking some more of my tea? I can't have any? Thank you.
行こ
Halu, let's go.
もういいのか？
You're done here already?
う。うん。早く母様に会いたいから。
Yes, I want to go back and see Mother.
それに、オストルにも。
And Oster too.
なら、まずは笑顔からだ。
In that case, you'd better greet them with a smile. Yeah. I'm heading out, Father. I thought for sure she was gonna save current. Oh man, I feel like I need to do this on a second slot just in case. We're only there for 45 minutes.
帰ってくるなら知らせをくれればいいのに。シューニャとネコネは一緒じゃないの？
You should have told me you were coming home. Aren't Shunya and Nekone with you?
ネコネは帝都にて勉学に励んでおります。こたびはシューニャと共に帰郷しました。
Nekone is continuing with her studies in the capital. It's just me and Shunya this
そう
time.
なのね。ゆっくりしていけるの？
Are you going to take some time off to relax?
いえ、
I'm afraid not.
お役目を果たす前に母上にご挨拶をと思いまして。
This is more of a flying visit before we head out on our next mission.
そう。忙しい立場だもの。仕方がないわね。
I suppose that's just how it is. I know you must be busy.
顔を見せに来てくれただけでも嬉しいわ。ところで、シューニャは？
I'm happy enough that you were able to drop by. By the way, where's Shunya?
はい。今は別の用事があり、済ませ次第こちらに来るはずです。
She had something else she needed to attend to. She'll be here as soon as she's done.
そう。それなら、夕食は腕によりをかけて、ごちそうを用意するわ。
Well then, I'd better start getting dinner ready and give you a meal to remember.
ありがとうございます。
That's very generous of you, Mother.
喉が渇いたでしょ。お茶を入れてくるわね。
Are you thirsty? I'll brew us some tea.
はい。
Here you go.
そうだわ。ちょうどいいお茶受けがあるのよ。
Oh, I have some tea snacks that would go perfect with
お
this.
使い物にしようと思って取っておいたの。
I've been keeping them to one side for a rainy day.
どうかしら。あなたの口に合うのなら自信を持ってお使いにも持っていけるのだけれど。
What do you think? If you like them, I'd be happy to give you some to take on your journey.
それがしには判断つきかねます。悪くはないとは思うのですが、客人に勧められるかどうかまでは。
This isn't really my area of expertise. They're not bad, but I'm not sure if I'd serve them to guests either.
あなたはあまり甘いものが好きではないものね。
You never have been overly fond of sweet
だ
things.
けどダメよ。母が出したものなら何を食べても美味しいって言わないと。
But you know, when your mother serves you food, it's only good manners to tell her it's good.
これは参りました。以後気をつけます。
Of course, I'm sorry. I'll be more careful.
思い出すわ。あの人にはそういうところがあった。
This takes me back. Your father was like that too, you know.
気を使うこと自体を不誠実だと思ってしまう。そういう不器用なところもお父さんにそっくり。
He was honest to a fault, sincere but not too tactful. You're a lot like him that way.
父上にですか？
I am?
でもそれでいいと思うわ。その不器用さをなくしたらきっとあなたではなくなっているわね。
I think that's a good thing. It's part of who you are. You wouldn't be the same Oster without it.
ところでとても凛々しくて誇らしい姿だけれど、母には素顔を見せてもらえないかしら。
As stately and dignified as you're looking, though, would it be such a bad thing to show your mother your true face?
失礼いたしました。普段からつけているゆえ失念していました。
Oh, sorry, I wear this so often now, it's become a habit.
もっと近くで顔を見せてくれる？
That's better. Now, come a little closer.
母上。
Mother?
いつの間にかこんなに立派になって。
It's like I looked away for one moment and now you're all grown up.
いつまでも子供扱いしてはいけないわね。あの人がいたらきっと怒られるわ。
I can't keep treating you like a child, can I? Your father would be mad at me if he were here now.
母上。父上のことをお聞きしたいのですが。
Mother, could you tell me some more about my father?
あら、あなたがあの人のことを聞きたいだなんて珍しいわね。
Congrats, Wingman. Yeah, spells don't have to make sense. Oh, it's not often that you ask about him. What would you like to know?
仮に今、父上が存命であれば、俺にはどう接してくれたでしょうか？
If he was still alive, how do you think he would treat me?
俺を一角のモノノフとして認めてくれたでしょうか？
Would he consider me a worthy Mononofu? What level are you, Wingman?
昔と変わらず厳しくしたでしょうか？
Or would still act like a harsh teacher like he did in the past? They're missing a word on this one. You're 29.
厳しくしたでしょうね。あなたのことを愛していたから。
I think he would have remained harsh with you. He loved you so much, he would have wanted you to keep growing.
そうね。あの人がいてくれたなら。
If he were here now, wouldn't that be something?
俺たちを残していった父上を恨んでいますか？
Do you resent him for leaving us behind?
恨んでいるわ。
Of course I do.
あなたや猫ねをあんなに悲しませたんだもの。
His leaving made you and Nekone very sad.
私はあの人からたくさんの幸せをもらった。あの人と過ごした時間、そしてあなたたちと過ごす大切な日々を。
We'd had such a happy life together. The time I spent with him and later with you is something I will always treasure.
そう。あの人の分の幸せまで。
After he was gone, I had to be happy enough for the both of us.
だから恨んでいるわ。私にばかり幸せを押し付けたから。
If anything, that's why I resent him, for not allowing me to share in his pain.
母上。
Mother.
何故父がと思っただろうか。妻をこう捨てた私を非道と思うだろうか。
You must wonder why I chose this path, abandoning my wife and children. Perhaps you think me heartless.
誰かがやらねばならぬこと、それが私だったというだけなのだ。
But someone had to do this. And the way things played out, it ended up being me.
後悔はない。
I do not regret it.
ヤマトの安寧、かけがえのないお前たちの日常のために力を尽くせるのだ。これほどの喜びはない。
It was to protect the peace in Yamato, to ensure you could lead happy lives, that I gave up everything, and I am proud of it.
いつかお前にもわかる日が来るだろう。
One day you will surely come to understand this.
父は父上は私の誇りです。
I want you to know I'm proud of
ヤ
Father.
マトのためかけがえのない人たちの何気ない日々のために力を尽くしていました。
He gave everything he had, all for the sake of Yamato, to make sure the ones he loved could live happy lives.
誰かがやらねばならぬこと、その誰かが父上だった。
He knew that somebody had to do it, and that somebody ended up being him.
私や家族の何気ない日々を守るためならそういう人だもの。
Giving up everything so he could live happy lives. Yes, that's the kind of person he was.
その通りです。そんな父上を誇りに思います。
That's why I'm so proud of him and what he did for us.
今度のお役目は大変なのね。
This is going to be a difficult mission for you, isn't it?
あの人も時折そんな顔をしていたわ。
He used to look at me sometimes, the way you do now.
ごめんなさい。困らせてしまったかしら。お茶が冷めてしまったわね。少し待っていて。
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Your tea's gotten cold. Here, I'll warm it up for you.
母上、
Mother!
大丈夫よ。少しつまずいただけだから。
I'm fine. I just missed my step.
母上、もしかして目の具合が悪いのですか？
Mother? Is there something wrong with your eyes?
最近なんだか目がかすむのよね。年のせいかしら。
My vision does get a little blurry sometimes. I must be getting old.
年のせいにするには若さです。一度クス氏に見てもらった方が。
You're far too young to be talking like that. Maybe you should go to the apothecary.
大げさね。かすむと言ってもほんの稀にだし。
You're making too much of it. It's just a little blurriness, and it doesn't happen very often.
母上、いけません。どうか一度クス氏に見てもらってください。
Please, Mother, promise me you'll go for a checkup and make sure.
これでは安心してエンナカムイを立つことができません。
I won't be able to leave Enakamui if I'm worrying about you.
あら、それならクス氏に見てもらわない方がいいかしら。
Oh, really? Perhaps I shouldn't go so I can keep you here then.
母上、
Mother!
冗談よ。ちゃんとクス氏には見てもらいます。
I'm only teasing you, dear. I'll go and see what the apothecary has to say. I promise.
これは一本取られました。
You got me.
こうして母上と冗談を言い合っていると、ずっと変わらずここにいたかのように思います。
Kidding around with you like this, it feels just like old times.
そうね。
Doesn't it?
懐かしいわ。あなたと猫ねが生まれる前はあの人とよくこうやってお茶を飲んだわ。
It's nostalgic for me, too. Your father and I used to chat over tea like this before Nekone was born.
たわいもない話をしてかけがえのない時間だった。
There was nothing special about those conversations, but they're part of the irreplaceable days we shared all the same.
本当あなたと二人でこんな風にゆっくりするのは久しぶりね。
It's been a long time since the two of us got to spend time together like
あ
this.
まり顔を出せず申し訳ありません。
I'm sorry for not visiting more often.
いいのよ。久しぶりでも今こうやって
It's
あな
not
たと話せているのだから。
it's not a problem. I got to speak to you here and now. That's what matters.
ところで、ずいぶんと遅いけど、シューニャは大丈夫なのかしら。
Shinya seems to be taking her time though. Do you think she's
彼
alright?
もついていますので大丈夫です。
Halu's with her. I'm sure she's fine.
そう。あのね、オシトル。
That's good, but you know Oster.
はい。
Yes?
大切な人って近ければ近いほど気づけないものなの。
The closer people are to you, the easier it becomes to assume they'll always be there.
そして気づくのは失ってから。
You'll never know how precious they are until you lose them.
近ければ近いほど
Lose them?
だから心に留めておいて。あなたが大切だと思っているその人は
Try to
同
bear
じようにあなたのことを大切に思っているわ。
try to bear it in mind. The people you hold dear care about you just as
自
much.
分の身をどうするかはあなたの自由。
You're free
で
to
も
you're free to live as you please, but
残されるもののことも考えてあげてちょうだい。
of course, something that's that long is like 3 words. Do at least spare a thought for the ones you'd leave behind before you do anything reckless.
それともう一つ、伝えないといけないことは伝えられるときにね。
One last thing. It's best you say anything that needs to be said while you still can.
相手が分かっているだろうと甘えずに、その思いをちゃんと言葉にして伝えておきなさい。
Don't take anything for granted. Let people know how you feel about them, especially the ones you care for the most.
肝に銘じます。
I'll take that to heart.
その言葉もあの人にそっくり。
You even sound like your father.
伝えられる時に
Let them know while I still can.
俺はヤマトにこの身を捧げるもの。明日果ててもおかしくはないだろう。
I've dedicated my life to protecting Yamato, and on that path there can be no guarantees. I could die tomorrow.
これが母上との最後の語らいになるかもしれない。このように俺を案じてくれる母上に父上のことを伝えなくていいのか。
This might be the last time I see my mother. She's given me all this advice. Is it right for me to keep withholding information about father?
今言わなければきっと後悔する。
If I don't speak up now, I'm sure to regret it later.
母上、
Mother, I...
オシトル、
Oster? Hmm?
ダメよ。自分に合わないことをしては。ああは言ったけれど、あなたはそれを言ってはいけない立場です。
Don't force yourself to be something you're not. I know what I just said, but I don't want to hear it from you.
それが私に必要なことなら、おのずと知ることになるでしょう。
If there's anything I really need to know, I'll go out and learn it myself.
だから私なら大丈夫。
Right now, I'm fine with things the way they are.
母上、
Mother,
そんな顔しないで。
don't look so sad, dear.
いつまで経ってもあなたはあなたね。
No matter
私とあの人の大切な子供。
no matter how much time passes, you'll still be my precious boy, my son and the son of the man I loved.
ずっと元気でいてちょうだいね。オシトル。
Whatever else may happen, I will always be wishing for your happiness.
はい。
Right.
シューニャもよ。 早く中にお入りなさいな。
The same goes for you, Shunya. How long are you going to keep waiting out there?
シューニャ
Shunya?
ごめんなさい。大切な話をしていたから。
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
聞いていたのか
You heard all that?
何も謝ることなんてないのよ。ここはあなたの家なのだから。
No need to apologize, dear. This is your home too.
あの、
I know, but
私も母様に大切な話があります。
I have something important to tell you, Mother.
どうしても聞いてほしい。
I really need to get it off my chest.
シューニャ
Shunya?
大丈夫。大丈夫だからオシュトル。お願い。
It's okay, Oster. I have to do this myself.
そうか
If it's that important to you.
母上シューニャの話を聞いてあげてくれませんか
Mother, consider a request from me too. Will you hear her out?
え、聞かせて。
I will.
シューニャ
Go ahead, Shunya.
はい。
Thank you.
しかしどんな言葉を綴ろうと家族を偽りないがしろにしたのは事実。
I know that no matter what I say about why I chose this path, it doesn't change the fact I abandoned my family.
父様は母様のこと、オシュトルのこと、猫根のことを本当に大切に思っていました。
It's about father. You and Oster and Nekone, you were all precious to him.
私のことも大切に育ててくれました。
He also treated me like I was just as important.
家族のことを話す時の父様はいつも優しい顔をしていました。
Whenever he spoke about his family, he had such a tender look on his face.
己が一人の少女の定めを変えてしまったこともまた事実である。
Yet it is also a fact that I changed the fate of a certain girl, hopefully for the best.
父様が私を見つけてくれなかったら、オシュトルにも猫根にも母様にも会えませんでした。
If he hadn't taken me in, I'd have never met you, or Oster, or Nekone.
どれだけ取り繕おうとも私の罪が消えることはない。この罪を抱えディネボクシリに落ちよう。
Leaving you to fend for yourselves weighs heavily on my conscience. It's a sin which condemns me to Dene Bokshiri.
私、父様の本当の娘じゃないのに。
Even though I wasn't his real daughter.
育てちゃいけないはずなのに、それなのに私を大切にしてくれた。
He never should have taken me in, but he did anyway, and he showed me more love than I'd ever
そん
known.
な優しい父様が、大好きな父様が。
I loved him so much, but because of me,
私のせいで母様からオシュトルから猫根から大切な父様を奪っちゃったんだ。
he sacrificed the time he could have spent with all of you.
私を助けるために私母様って呼ぶ資格なんてないのに。
I took that time away from you. I've got no right to call you my mother.
ごめんなさい母様。ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry, Mother. I'm so sorry.
ずっと心にしまっていたのね。と ても苦しかったでしょうに。
You've been keeping this bottled up inside for a long time, haven't you? It must have been hard for you.
ありがとう、シューニャ。話してくれて。
Thank you for telling me how you feel, Shunya.
そしてごめんなさい。オシュトルにあんなことを言ったのに、私もダメね。
And I'm sorry that I didn't make my feelings clear before now, especially after what I just said to you, Oster.
今までちゃんと言葉にして思いを伝えてなかった。
Let me say this now and remove any trace of doubt from your mind.
シューニャ、あなたは大切な私の娘です。
Shunya, you are my own daughter, my dear darling daughter, and you always will be.
でも私
But I'm not.
本当に心の優しい子。あの人がどれだけ愛していたか伝わってくるわ。
You're such a kind girl. Pashpukor must have loved you very much.
父様
Father.
私はとても幸せ者ね。こんなにも家族のことを思ってくれる娘がいるんですもの。
And I consider myself blessed to have a daughter who treasures her family as much as you do.
あの人もきっと思っているでしょうね。
I have no doubt that your father felt the same.
願わくば。
Know that I love you all.
私たち家族の幸せがいつまでも続きますようにって。
I hope and pray that our lives will be full of happiness.
我が愛する家族の幸せが常しえに続かんことを。
And hope that your lives will be full of happiness.
母様
Mother!
でも本当によかった。私が好きになったパシパクルのままでいてくれて。
I'm so glad to hear all this. Right up to the end, he was still the same Pashpakor I fell in love with.
母上
Mother.
昔から姿勢を尽くす人だったもの。
He was such a sincere and devoted man.
姿勢を尽くす
Sincere and devoted.
父様はいつもみんなのことを大切に思ってた。
That's right. He never forgot about any of you. You were always in his heart.
改めて言うわ。
Then let me say this again.
ありがとう、シューニャ。思いを伝えてくれて。
Thank you for telling me how you really feel, Shunya.
それから押しとる。シューニャを私の娘を連れてきてくれて。 あ
And
りがとう。
Oster, thank you for bringing Shunya into our family.
母様
Mother,
私のこと娘にしてくれて、娘として受け入れてくれてありがとう。
thank you for taking me in, for accepting me as your daughter.
母ちゃんは強えな。
Your mom's a real tough cookie, Oster.
無論だ俺の母上だからな
Where do you think I get it from?
さあ、シューニャ。もう泣き止んで。
Now,
笑
Shunya.
顔を見せてちょうだい。
Now, Shunya, no more tears. Show us your beautiful smile. Right.
落ち着いたみたいね。よかった。
Seems like you've calmed down a little. That's good.
ありがとう母様。
Thanks again, Mother.
押しとる？もう少しシューニャの気持ちに気づいてあげてね。
Oster, try to consider Shunya's feelings now and then, won't you?
はい 返す言葉もありません。伏してお詫びいたします。
I can't deny I've been remiss. I'll try to do better from now on.
あのね、オストル。
In
私、
in that case, Oster, I
そこだ。
good.
行け。
Chi, keep going.
なんでもない。
Never mind. It's nothing.
そうか。
Oh, okay.
バウムクーヘンが。
Baumkuchen for one, right over here.
察しの悪いところまであの人に見なくてもいいのです。
Look at that. Mama losing her vision and she sees it. Your lack of emotional awareness is a lot like your father too. It's quite endearing.
罰として
However, as
水
punishment,
ですね。はい。直ちに汲んでまいります。
go and draw the water, right? I'll head out now.
そんなところも似ちゃったのね。
So accommodating. You're like that way too.
いや、そうなのですか？
Well, that is to
ヤ
say,
マトのウコンエ大将も母ちゃんの前では肩なしだな。
even Yamato's imperial guard of the right is no match for his own mother.
珍しいな。足原の任でもないのに、お前がわざわざ顔を出すなぞ。
It's not often you come back to Ashiwara when it's not on business.
そうか。大変な任なのだな。
This next mission you've got coming up must be a real doozy, huh?
長い旅になるか。
You're going to be gone a while this time, aren't you?
はい。ですので、工事につきましては何とぞ。
Yeah, I want to make sure I do everything I have to before I leave.
わかった。
I see.
三日月、一つ頼みを聞いてくれぬか。
Mikazuchi, can I make a request of you?
何でありましょう。
What is it?
今日だけはゆっくりしてゆかぬか。
Do you think you could take today off?
そのつもりでおりました。
I was gonna do that anyway.
そうか、そうか。それはよかった。
Alright, that's good.
父上、春来様は今どちらに？
Father, where's Lady Shunrai?
そうか、母に。春来に会ってくれるのか。
So that's it. You've come to talk to your mother, huh?
私の母上ゆえ、会って話とうございます。
There's some stuff I need to say to her son, to mother.
ありがとう。そうだな。お前の母であるからな。
Thank you. She is your mother, after all.
母さんもさぞ喜ぶであろう。
I'm sure she'll be glad to see you.
ゆっくりとな。
We can all just, take it slow.
少しここで待っていてくれ。母さんを呼んでこよ
Wait here a while. I'll go get her for you.
う。はい、わかりました。
Alright, thank you.
さあ、中で三日月が待っている。
Here we are, dear. Mikazuchi's waiting for you inside.
お久しゅうございます、春来様。
Forgive me for my long absence, Lady Shunrai.
それにしても相変わらずいや、若々しいどころではない。
She looks just as useful as ever. No, not just youthful. She straight up looks like a kid.
あいつらが一緒じゃなくてよかった。母と言っても信じてもらえなかったやもしれない。
I'm glad I didn't bring the others with me. No one would believe this woman is my mother, adopted or not.
でもあのアンジャを産んだとは思えん。シューニャと同い年と言っても通じないか。
It's weird enough to think she gave birth to Raiko and Mirai. She could probably pass as the same age as Shinya.
あ、ミカ。ご飯も食べずにどこに行っていたのですか？ずいぶん探しましたよ。
Hello, Mika. I've been looking for you. Did you run off to play without eating dinner again?
未来は一緒ではないのですか？
Is Mirai with you? Oh, she's mentally regressed.
長らく顔を出さず、頼りの一つも送らず、誠に不幸者でありました。
I'm very sorry for not coming to visit in so long, or even sending any
心よ
letters.
りお詫び申し上げまする。
Please, accept my sincerest apologies.
いつからそんなかしこまった言葉を使うようになったのですか？
When did you start using such big, fancy-sounding words?
どうだい母さん。ずいぶん立派になっただろう。
He's, become quite the fine young man, hasn't he, dear?
立派に？そうね。この子ならきっと将来、正常のおそばに仕えることも夢じゃありませんわ。
Two-piece. Leave that alone. I know, you can't go in there. Has he? Oh, yes. At the rate you're going, you could grow up to serve under the Makoto someday. Good
かわいい
girl.
かわいい。私のミカ。
My darling, darling little Mika.
そうだわ。ずいぶんと耳のお掃除をしていませんでした。私の部屋に来てちょうだい。
It's been a while since I've cleaned your ears for you, hasn't it? Why don't you come to my room and we'll do it now?
あなたの好きな水羊羹もたくさん用意してあります。
I've got plenty of that Mizu Yoken you like so much.
さあ、遠慮せず甘えてちょうだい。
Don't be shy. Let me spoil you a little bit.
普段はこんなことはないのだがな。お前や未来のこととなると。
She's not usually like this, but when it comes to you or Mirai... Hey,
お
Biscuit.
気遣い、痛み入りまする。ところで、今日が何の日かご存知ですか？
Thank you for the offer, Lady Shunrai. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
何の日だったかしら。ミカの誕生日でもないですし、何かしら。
Today, it's not your birthday. Is it some other special occasion?
一つお願いしたきことがございます。
I'd like to ask you a favor, if that's alright.
何でも言ってちょうだいな。
Of course, my dear boy. Tell me what it is you desire.
花畑に寄ってから向かいたいところがあります。
I'm gonna go pick some flowers and then visit somewhere else.
お花畑に。
Oh, flowers? How
で
lovely.
は、ついてきてください。
And I want you to come with me.
三日月
Mikazuchi.
父上、春来様と二人で参りたいのですが。
Please, Father, will you let me and Lady Shunrai go? Just the two of us.
わかった。
Very well. Go ahead. This man loves both of his sons very, very much. It becomes apparent in the later games. The music really hits. It fits the mood. Where have you brought me now, Mika?
未来の墓です。
This is Mirai's grave.
ほら、お前の好きだった花だ。
Here you go,
二人で
Mirai.
摘んできてやったぞ。
Here you go, Mirai. Your favorite flowers. We picked them for you together.
今日は未来の命日です。
Today is the anniversary of Mirai's death, you know.
どこへ行かれるのですか？
Where are you
逃
going?
げてはなりません、春来様。
Don't try to run away from this lady, shouldn't.
いえ、
Mother. Mother?
もう互いにこの現実から目をそらすのをやめにいたしましょう。
We can't keep running from it. We have to face reality together.
俺は未来、お前と向き合うのが怖かった。ずっと事実を受け入れるのを避けてきた。
Mirai, I was afraid to even think about what happened to you. I couldn't accept it, so I pushed it away.
お前が死んだということを。
I didn't want to admit that you were dead.
お前が頼りにしてくれた兄ちゃんらしくないよな。
Not exactly what you'd expect from the brother you used to look up to, is it?
だから俺は前に進む。お前が頼りにしてた兄ちゃんらしくな。
But things are different now. I'm moving forward, but I want to be the man you thought I could be.
ミカ。
Mika.
母上、
Mother.
私はあなたのことを母と慕っております。
You're always going to be my mother, no matter what happens.
俺はいつまでもあなたの息子です。
And I'll always be your son. That's not going to
で
change.
も、あの頃の小さなミカのままではありません。
But I'm not the same little Mika I used to be.
それと、大好きだった未来ももういない。
And Mirai is gone. It's painful, but it's true.
未来のことで、俺と母上の時が止まったまま。
Ever since she died, it's like time has stopped for us.
だがそれは、未来が望んでいたことではないはずだ。母や兄が前に進めぬことを、あいつはきっと望んじゃいない。
But Mirai wouldn't want that. She wouldn't want us to wallow in grief and regret and never be happy again.
母上、未来のために前へ。
So please, Mother, we have to move on for Mirai.
そう。
Yes.
そう。なのね。
Yes, you're right.
未来は、
Mirai is.
あの子はもう
She's
ないのね。
gone, isn't she?
はい。
Yeah.
私たちの時が止まったままでは、あの子はあの日に囚われたままなのね。
If we keep on like this, if we let our time remain frozen, we'll always be held prisoner by the day she left us.
私は未来のことを。
And Mirai,
未来、ごめんなさい。今までお参りにも来なくて。これからはたくさん会いに来ますから。
I'm sorry for never visiting you until now, but I promise I'll come a lot more often.
小さなミカともお別れしなくてはね。
I suppose I have to say goodbye to my little Mika as well. My buddy biscuit.
立派になりましたね。こんなに大きくなっていたなんて。
Hey, heck yeah, good job, Wingman. Sounds like you'll finish this by this weekend. You've really grown up. You're a fine young man now, just like your father said.
今日、また一つ大きくなれたような気がします。
I have a feeling I've grown even more here today.
本当に。
I'm so proud of you.
ミカ、兄とは仲良くやっていますか？
Have you been getting along with your brother?
どうなんだ、兄上。
I don't know. What do you think, Raiko? Huh?
今年は俺の方が早かったな。
Looks like I beat you to the punch this year.
まあ、ミカったらそんな品のない言葉遣いをして。え、
Mika, don't use such uncouth language.
いや、これは。
Huh, I was just... Well, I don't know about finishing Directive 8020 between now and then, or when you get it and then, but I definitely think you could finish 7th Saga between now and then. And Pragmata, you said you were pretty close to the end, so I believe that you can do both. You're making excellent progress, and I'm looking forward to doing the same tomorrow. Huh? I was just...
そうだな。母上との初めての墓参りなのだ。今日だけは譲ってやったのをなぜわからん。
Isn't it obvious I let you get here first? I didn't want to interrupt Mother's first time visiting the grave.
ライコーもですよ。そんな意地悪言わないの。お兄ちゃんなんだから。
Raiko, you mustn't tease Mika like that. You're the older brother. You should be nice to him. They get along well enough.
いけないわ。小さなミカともお別れしたばかりなのに。
And here I...
二人とも立派な大人だものね。
My buddy Biscuit. And here I thought I was done treating you like children. You're both fine young men now, aren't you? Well, I'm gonna play hard tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see. I did finish my School of Necromancy, so the moment I wake up and have breakfast, it's 7th Saga until I stream. I don't think I'll quite catch up to how far you did, but I'm gonna try.
いえ、我々にとってあなたはいつまでも母上であり、母上にとって我々はいつまでも子なのです。
No matter how big we get, we'll always be your boys, and you'll always be our mother.
今の母上のまま、変わらずに双剣でいていただきたい。
So long as you stay true to who you are and take care of yourself, we'll be happy.
相変わらず上手ね。でもどちらかといえば、ミカから聞いてみたい言葉かも。
I got the PhD last year. Now I got the post degree. He'll mail it to me. I can put it on the wall. I've been really lazy on putting the PhD up on the wall though. Cough. Don't say that to anyone else. I'll actually get to make a challenge that someone else can take on next year. I have a couple of ideas, but nothing concrete yet. Because I don't know what quite the parameters are. You always did have a way with words. You could teach Mika a thing or two about eloquence. Well, we'll see. I want to make it to where someone actually wants to do it. You can't make it too hard. But I...
冗談よ。ミカもそう思ってくれているのは、ちゃんとわかってるんですから。
Oh, I'm just kidding. You've already made your feelings perfectly clear. Like, one of the ideas I had, and this is before knowing the parameters, was to pick a couple of free-to-play games and then call it working for financial aid. Like, that's one of the thoughts I had.
ミカ、ありがとう。目を覚まさせてくれて。
Like Path of Exile, Diablo Immortal, and, you know, I'd have to look at the list again. Thank you, Mika. You finally opened my eyes.
二人とも本当に自慢の息子です。
I'm so very proud of you. Both of you.
風が心地いい。
That's a nice breeze. Huh? Ahem.
そうだとも。
You know,
二人とも私たちの自慢の息子だ。
I'm proud of you too.
父上、いらしたのですか。
Father, how long have you been there?
こうして家族が揃うのはあの日以来か。
Wow, our little family hasn't been together like this since that day, huh? This is wild, Wingman. I'm creeping up on 3 hours. I have not fought a single battle tonight.
大丈夫。大丈夫だ。私はやれる。
Okay. Okay, I can do this.
三日月も春来も歩き始めたんだ。私もこのままでは。
Mikazuchi and Shinrai are moving on with their lives. I need to do the same. Deep breaths now.
なあ、ライコ。私は臆病者だ。自分の弱さを突きつけられても、それを認めることができなかったんだ。
Raiko, I know I'm a coward. Even when I was faced with my own weakness, I could never fully accept it.
だからこそ、才ある息子に嫉妬してしまったのだ。
My buddy Biscuit. When you started showing so much talent, I couldn't help but be envious.
そして、嫉妬はいつしか恐れと絶望に変わった。もはや、お前に背中を見せてやることができぬと悟ってしまったからだ。
At some point, that envy turned to fear and even despair. I felt like I could never let my guard down around you. My buddy. And well,
私には尊敬している方が3人おります。1人は恐れ多くも正常。1人はディコトマ殿。
There are 3 people in this world I respect more than anyone. The first, naturally, is His Majesty the Makoto. The second is Sir Dikotoma.
そしてもう1人は
And the last,
私が発注将としてヤマトの養殖を担えるようにまでなったのは紛れもなく父上のおかげ。
is you, Father. It's thanks to you that I was able to rise to the position of Pillar General and that I can serve Yamato as I do now.
我らを育ててくださったそのご恩、決して忘れることはありません。
I will never forget everything that you've done for us.
幼き頃の眩しかったその背中、今も脳裏に焼き付いております。
I still remember looking up at you, standing tall and proud, when I was a boy. That image is burned into my memory.
憧れた父上に戻っていただきたいと思っておりました。
Truth be told, I've always hoped that you would return to being the man I admired so much one day.
そうか。そのように思ってくれていたか。
Huh, you must be pretty tired of waiting for that to happen.
父上は少々つまずいてしまわれただけ。何を囚われることがありましょう。
You've just gone a little off track. You don't need to get hung up on it.
私は変わらず、お前たちの父であったのだな。
In spite of everything else that's changed, you still accept me as your father, huh?
私はこれまで何をしていたのだろうな。
What in the world have I been worrying over all this time?
つまずいていた同士なんて似た者夫婦ね。
It seems we've both gone astray, my dear. We truly are well matched.
そうだな。ならば、つまずいていた分を2人で取り戻さないとな。
Perhaps so, but that means we can help each other get back on track together.
父上、母上。
Father, Mother,
お帰りなさい。
welcome back.
ただいま。
Thank you.
ああ、なんだかあの頃に戻ったようだ。
This really does feel like the old days.
さあ、二人とも抱きしめてあげよう。この父の胸に飛び込んでくると。
It's hard to see it because it's, you know, the camera's kind of far back. But all four people have a smile on their face. Even poor Mika, which is very uncharacteristic of him seeing any sort of smile. And then, of course, Raiko, he has a nice grin. It's not a full smile. Come on, you two. You're part of this family, too. Come give your old man a big hug. I'll pass.
調子に乗らないでいただきたい。
Don't get too full of yourself.
そんな。私はただお前たちのことを考えて。
I just thought, now that we're all getting along again.
まさかパシェリの件忘れたわけではありますまいな。
I hope you haven't forgotten the Pasheri incident.
冗談ですよ。
I'm kidding.
パシェリもしや兄じゃ。
Pasheri? Wait, don't tell me.
実は。
It all started when
貴様が知る必要はない。
Mikazuchi doesn't need to know about that.
よかった。二人とも仲良くしてて。
I'm so glad you boys still get along so well.
仲良く
You call this getting along?
そうなんでしょお兄ちゃん。
I'm right, aren't I, Raiko?
私は昔から弟思いでしたよ。
I've always had my little brother's best interests at heart.
それは答えになってないわ。
It's not really an answer, you know.
これでいいんだろう、未来。
This is what you'd want, right, Mirai?
三日月、
Mikazuchi,
感謝を。
you have my gratitude.
家族だろう。
It's okay, buddy. What? What's over there? I don't know. Someone made a sound. We had Marmalade over here on the side, and she just booked it. It's okay, Biscuit. Don't sweat it. This is what being family is all about. It's okay, buddy. Well, yes, I would love to save. Again, we've not fought a single. Are we in Izumo yet? This isn't. We are. I'm home, Mother. So, you're going to the other side. Yes.
星の御柱の開門通行のご許可を
I formally request access to the Pillar of Stars and the land beyond.
勅命はすでに受けている
And you have it. I already received word from His Majesty.
出雲大衆村雨殿にお願い申し上げるこの宗近に大和を守る力を愛する者を守る力を
I have another request for you, Murasame. Guardian of Izumo, grant me the power to protect Yamato and those I hold dear.
村雨様は兄と共に大和に降りかかる災いを払った
Lady
大和の先森として
Lady Murasame eliminated Jubei and protected Yamato from a great calamity. She did her duty.
小生はあなた方の意志を鎮守の意志を継ぎとうございます
It's my intention to carry on in your place as a guardian and as a member of this family.
アクルカをお譲りください
Give me your Akaruka.
抜かしおるだがその眼差しには勝てぬな
Hardly a minor request, but I see in your eyes how determined you are.
あの人によく似ている。
You look a lot like someone I used to know.
父十兵衛はどんな男だったのでしょうか。
My father Jubei. What kind of man was he, really?
良き男であった。
A good man.
誰よりも誇り高き物の筆あったぞ。
He had a proud, noble nature, and above all, he was a mononofu.
父のことを誇りに思います。
I know. I'm proud of him.
小生はそなたのことも誇りに思っている。
And I am proud of you, Munechka.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
ずっと
I've
待っ
been,
ていた。
I've been waiting for so long.
ようやくこの日が
But it seems
来た
that
のだな。
but it seems the day has finally come.
お話中失礼いたします。お着きになられました。
Forgive the intrusion. The guests you've been expecting have arrived.
そうか。ちょうどよい。中庭の方へご案内せよ。
Not a moment too soon. Show them to the inner courtyard.
承知いたしました。
Yes, Your Grace.
宗近、ついてまいれ。
Munechka, you come too.
Murasame殿、申し合わせ通り参上つかまつりました。
Lady Murazame, we've come as you requested.
オシトル殿、三日月殿、シューニャ殿、ご足労。
Oster,
かたじけない。
Oster, Mikazuchi, Shunya, thank you all for coming.
いえ、友のためゆえ。
Anything to help a friend.
母上様、これは一体どういう。
Mother, what's this all about? Apparently showing off, that's what it is.
我は出雲が大主、村雨。今、この時をもて、アクルカを返上立てまつらん。
I, Murazame the Guardian, Viceroy of Izumo, hereby relinquish my Akaruka.
次に勅命である。大和が先森、宗近。
Step forward, Munechka, Sentry of Yamato, as per His Majesty the Makoto's orders.
今この時をもて、汝を新たなるアクルトゥルカとする。
You are to be appointed the new Akuruturuka in my place.
謹んで拝領いたしまする。大和に降りかかるあらゆるまがごとを打ち払い、五国の星立てとなることをここに誓いまする。
I humbly accept. I swear to be Yamato's shield, fighting against whatever evils may threaten it. Did you get Rune 5?
立つのは早いものだな。
Time certainly flies.
これが来るか。軽いなのに何故これほどまでに重いのか。
So this is an Akuruka. It feels so light, but at the same time, a lot heavier than I expected.
そうか。 これは始まりのアクルトゥルカである政宗様から続く英傑たちの重み。
That's the weight of duty, a constant ever since the time of Lord Masamune, the first Aku Turuka to wear this mask.
そうだ。そして政宗様亡き後、代々出雲の大主に受け継がれてきたものである。
Since his death, it has been passed down through generations of Izumo's viceroys. Yeah. I'm glad that it's been challenging, but not impossible. And that you've been enjoying it. The animations were wild for that time, right? Because everything moves. Everything has some sort of action and not just on its attacks. They usually are, wobbling in place or whatever. And personally, I love that the game has, more than one battle music based on where you are. Since his death, it has been passed down through generations of Izumo's viceroys.
他のアクルカは男の魂魄そのものを食らい続けてきたが、そのアクルカは
You're probably
者たちの思いをすすり続けてきた。
You're probably still with an edge, but only ever slightly. While other Akuruka eat away at men's souls, this one feeds on the feelings of those who accompany them. Men's souls? Accompany? You're a succubus?
言っておかねばならぬことがある。男のアクルトゥルカと女のアクルトゥルカの違いだ。
There is something you should know. There's a difference between male and female Akuru Turuka. Wait, they just said that Masamune, the first lord, had this, so what was different for him?
アクルカとは根源の扉を開き、力を引き出すもの。その際、男のアクルトゥルカは限界を超えた力を引き出すことができる。
Akuruka are used to unlock and draw out the wearer's latent power. For men, that represents a considerable boost in destructive strength.
それに対し、女のアクルトゥルカは限界を超える力を引き出すことはできん。
But women cannot use them the same way.
故に、アクルカを解放したとて、かの姿を得ることは叶わぬ。そして、
Even when you release your Akuruka's powers, it won't be quite like your friends. You won't be able to manifest a Keshin form either. I had a feeling that was the case. But why is that?
わからない。だが、小生はこう受け止めている。
Nobody knows for certain. This is how I choose to interpret it, though.
次の世代のために命を懸ける者と、次の世代のために命をつなぐ者の違いであろうな。小生もそうしたように。
It reflects the difference between giving your life for the next generation and using your life to connect this generation with the next. Does this mean I won't become Yamato's shield? But what else is such overwhelming power for?
戦場において一瞬だが絶大な力を震える者のふと幾日も戦場で倒れぬ者のふ どちらが優れていると思う？
Munechka, who is the greater Mononofu? One who can devastate the battlefield in mere moments, or one who can stand and weather attacks for days?
それは
I'm not sure.
オシトル殿、三日月殿、どう思う？
What do you think, Oster? Mikazuchi?
両者に優劣はありません。互いに互いの力を必要とし、高難揃ってこそ戦局を動かす力足り得ると考えます。
Both are perfectly valid approaches. I'd even say victory requires both kinds in the proper balance.
どちらが優れているかという問いならば同じくだ。だが選ぶとなれば俺の答えは決まっているがな。
Yeah, one's not really better than the other. Although, if I had to choose one over the other, I know which one it'd be.
さすがは両近衛大将であるな。
Both answers worthy of the Imperial Guards.
そういうことだ。どちらが優れている、劣っているという話ではない。
Hey, Sword Saint, my man, how are you tonight? How was your stream? Mega Man. Good. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. We have been in story this entire time. Like it occasionally lets me save it once in a while, but I have not had a single fight tonight at all. X begins next week. Well, heck yeah. We've been in 3 hours of story. It's, as you say, it's not a matter of better or worse per se.
男のアクルトゥルカと女のアクルトゥルカは違うことに意味があるのだ。
The key lies in the difference, much as it does for the difference between male and female Akuru Taruka. He's only been playing Mega Man for like 3 months.
片や矛であり、片や盾である。
Or you might also say, like a sword and shield.
と、五択を並べてきたが、やはり性に合わぬな。オシトル殿、シューニャ殿、準備はよろしいか？
But that's enough tedious talk for one day. I'd rather move on to the main event. Oster, Shunya, are you ready?
承知。
Yes, Your Grace.
いつでもいいよ。
I'm ready whenever.
よっと。さて、これは見ものだね。
It gets to be 3-on-1, but she's the healer. Good, I've been looking forward to this. She's the real healer.
オシトル殿、シューニャ。
Oster, Shunya.
百聞は一見にしかず。その身をもって確かめよう。これがアクルカ継承、最後の儀である。
A picture is worth 1,000 words, as they say. You're about to experience firsthand the final step in passing on an Akuruka.
村雨のお姉さんに頼まれてたの。
Lady Murazame asked for our help with it.
この二人に勝てぬようでは、アクルトゥルカたる
It's only 2. If you cannot defeat these two, you have no right to claim the title of Akuruturuka.
ねえ宗近、出会った時のことを思い出すね。もし私たちが勝っちゃったらごめんね。
Now, Sword Saint, are you going to get all the upgrades and get like the Shoryuken and stuff and fireballs or Hadoukens and stuff, or are you gonna just play naturally? Yes, you are. Awesome. This is like back when we first met, isn't it? Munechka, don't be mad if we beat you again.
そうだ。
You did defeat me that time, didn't you?
どうした自信がないのなら加勢をしてやろうか
What's the matter? If you're feeling outnumbered, I can tag in.
不要雪辱は己が手で果たしてこそ
That won't be necessary. I'll even the score myself.
それでこそよ
Thought you'd say that.
オシュトル殿言うまでもないが斧が魂魄を極度に削るアクルカの使用は禁じ化身権限までとさせていただく
Makes the game better than necessity. You know, I've never played past the first one. I like the first Mega Man X, and I've never felt the need to play any of them past it. Well, I guess that's not fully true. Mega Man X Command Mission. I used to own that. Oster, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but allowing your Akaruka to consume your soul is forbidden. Limit yourself to the Keshin aspect. It was. Me and Rhino beat it, and it was very fun.
かようなことで帝の先兵たるオシュトル殿を摩耗させるわけにはいかぬからな
You're still part of His Majesty's elite guard, and such things would only weaken you in the long run.
承知
Understood.
宗近殿加減は無用全力で参られよ
Don't hold back, Munechka. Come at us with everything you got. When I owned it, Rhino had a friend that had the connector for the Game Boy to the GameCube, and he was able to do the pinging feature to find all the hidden items in the game. It was really cool.
命の保証はできぬぞ
You may not come out of this battle alive, you know. Dang, girl, you're gonna go straight to 11? Calm down, they're your friends.
その心配には及ばぬだよね
I don't think you should underestimate us, right?
むしろ飛行の心配をされるがよい眼前の敵侮るなかれ
Right. Your concern is unwarranted and should be directed at yourself. Never make light of your opponent.
新たなアクルカの担い手としてこの村雨を簡単せしめよ
Now show me you're worthy to inherit my Akaruka and take my place. Are we gonna actually get to fight? Or is it gonna be a cutscene? I'll give it everything I've got. We get to fight? Oh my! I'm on the other side. Wait, that's not fair. Look at that. They over here with... Well... Can I use Hollow? I cannot use Hollow. Sixth rune acquired. Yeah, dude, you're gonna beat that by tomorrow, easy. But heck yeah, good job. This really helps that I'm in the center. I did not. I have fought him. But like, I literally walked in the room and he mulched me. It's not 8 hours now, but... Yeah, you got severely buffed, and they changed some other stuff too. Man, she went and got 20,000 experience? That was rude. Four HP, some extra MP. They buffed TZA a lot. That's enough. It went down in 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that quad speed is insane. It's like grinding in an old RPG. Just zoom. You had 3 Centigrist, though. I don't know what you were trying to say there, Wingman. He's talking about 12. He got Yizmit down to half, and then he died. Bravo. You were amazing, Munechka.
なかなか良いものを見せてもらった。初めてアクルカを使ったとは思えぬな。
He must not have. Not bad at all. No one would think this was your first time using an Akaruka.
ああ、力の引き出し方を従前に捉えている。
I agree. Your technique was flawless.
さすがは姉弟子。弟弟子どもと比べたら、一味も二味も違うね。
Nice going, Munechka. You showed the boys what a real student of Dikotoma can do.
そうではない。長き間、成長していく友たちを隣で見続けられたゆえ。
Could only achieve this because of all the time all of us because of the time all of us have spent together.
改めて感謝を。
Allow me to thank you one more time.
それはこちらのセリフだ。宗近がいたからこそ。
We should be thanking you. We are who we are today
今の俺たちがある。
because you've been there by our side.
見違えたぞ。本当に成長したな、宗近。
Wonderful work,
見事である。
Munechka. You've proven your worth and then some.
皆さん、これからも宗近の良き友でいてあげてください。これは大使としてではなく、母としてお願い申し上げます。
I hope you'll all continue to support my daughter. Consider that a request not from the Viceroy, but from a mother.
母上様。
Mother.
さて、これにて継承の儀を。
And with that, the inheritance ceremony is...
母上様。母上様。小生は。
Mother. Mother, I...
言葉はいらない。
It's alright, dear. You don't need to say anything.
宗近。
And Wingman still had trouble. Munechka.
行こう。明日は早いからな。
It's time we turned in. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
ああ、明日に備えて体を休めるとするか。
Yeah, gotta rest up, so we'll be ready for anything.
ち、行くぞ。
Come on, Chi. Right.
よかったね、宗近。
Congratulations, Munechka.
では小生も
I should be going too.
冬は心安らかに行けたのだな。
Fuyu left this world at peace with herself, did she not?
小生には分かりません。ただ兄と姉を誇りに思っていると。
I can't say for sure, but she did speak of how much she admired you and father.
そして最後に母上様のことを恨まないであげてほしいと。
She also said not to
そう
blame.
微笑みながら行かれました。
I know ellipses is a pause, but holy moly, girl. How dare she cut me off? She also said not to blame you for what happened. She drifted off with a smile on her face.
そうか。
I see.
ありがとう、宗近。
Thank you, Munechka. Ashta.
明日みたいね。
They're going tomorrow. Are you ready, Nava?
お姉ちゃん。
Yes, Ashta. Munechka acquired a new skill. Revealed unlock conditions for against all odds ABL. Can I see that in here? I don't... We can. We still haven't done that one. Defeat 2 Woroku Musas. I don't know what that is. Well, we'll get to that point eventually. New requests. Not showing in here yet. Munechka's Akaruka inheritance ceremony went off without a hitch. It really brought home how much stronger she is now than the first time we fought her. It's an honor to have someone like her fighting by our side. We'll be leaving tomorrow, but for now, we'll save our strength and spend the night at Lady Murazame's manor. Alright, I think I can finally put a save there. Whew, boy. Now, are there new requests? Not yet. How's our experience look? I don't know, man. I feel like running over some monsters after 3.5 hours almost of... Yeah, I think I want to do that. Get a level or two before we end up getting potentially locked into something we can't deal with and be trapped. I don't know if we will or not, but I feel like just having a chill time, getting, I don't know, 2 levels, 3 levels, in case we get stuck over there. Otherwise, I would just end right now. Boop. You went and double checked? It was such a mean and nasty fight, you couldn't remember if you if you beat him or not? You gotta look at your achievements. That's funny, Wingman. Wingman's like, man, I was in a haze at that time. I zoned out, and next thing you know, he was dead. Oh, no. Congrats on that, though, Wingman. You know, I think a boss like Yizmet, I would remember if I beat or not, okay? This isn't like... asking me what the last boss I was fought in a game. I'm not asking you to remember the score in the pirate minigame of what you did in the last time you played. Yizmet is a little more specific. Four days ago, what day was that? That was... well, at the time now, it was Tuesday. I was playing a lot of Guild Wars 1. That's all I think I can remember. I think. Locked in. Bram. Wingman, it sounds like you might get kind of close to, I don't know. I think it's kind of late enough that you're not going to finish 7th Saga tonight. Do, 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 do. Legal is the only bad guy? Your memory is terrible. I'm sorry, Wingman. Hey, there's our level finally. I mean, we all have different strengths, right? I do feel like Yizmet is a high enough class mega monster that I would remember if I beat. Scary how bad. Hey, Broly, welcome on in. Hope you're doing good tonight. Well, I miss you too. You're always welcome here. How have you been? What have you been doing? You know, when I played all the FFs, you couldn't platinum them. I'd have to look at them to see which I would have triggered as a platinum effect. Because honestly, some of them have just some absurd little things. Like FF6, I know I've never gotten every single rage. Okay, like that. That's an absurd achievement. I don't want to spend, 6 hours in the Veldt on top of making sure I'm using a guide to catch every monster. Doesn't interest me. Broly, have you ever played Utawarerumono? You're experimenting your game ROM firmware of RS90 Retro Mini Handheld. What game is it? Promathium? What an item. Splat. Splat. This is probably the easiest thing to do. Instead of teleporting back and forth, probably just run all the way to the tower. Oh, don't want to go that way. Okay. Oh no! There we go. Thought I was gonna flub that up again. Man, I missed fighting. Like, even just like killing the monsters like this. Being able to run around, see the sights. It is wild how we had 3 hours of essentially visual novel. It was a great story, family moments. You don't normally see these characters in these positions. I also found it funny that they did all that as if they were trying to keep all of us the same level, and then they give Munechka 20,000 experience. If you can do that because of work jobs. Oh. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I love being able to grind a little bit of experience and not have to like just AoE the whole time. Being able to kill something that's definitively weaker than me. Well, there are 5 games in the series, Broly. This is the newest one that came out last month. I don't know if any of the character names would help you remember if you've played any. 3 of the Utawarerumono games play as visual novel strategy role-playing games, while this one in the previous title play like turn-based RPGs. Splat. 2200, so it does feel like being too high of a level, the monsters are giving less experience. The first game came out on, I don't know if it was PSP or Vita, but it came out in like 2003. But is that a fish right there? It is a big fish. This one is on PC. I don't know what else it's on right now. I managed to get the PC version. I own all 5 games, 3 of them on the PS4 and 2 on PC. Hey, thank you for that. It was really awesome that Pokiel the Storyteller made it. Alright, once everyone levels, we'll... Oh, my buddy Biscuit. He over there shaking in his sleep. We'll call it at that point. Yeah, they are very creative. She's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely getting less experience than I used to, so... Thankfully, I only need to do this a little bit more. I feel like Chapter 9 itself must be huge. We didn't max out any categories of anything. We haven't even hit level 40. I almost feel like reinstalling Monochrome Mobius just to see what my level was. I feel like it was close to 70. You gave me a heckin' spook.
隙だらけだ。おお、これは。さらばだ。
Well, for having two... Man, we still have more experience than I thought. This is still really quick based on how fast your character moves and just slice and go. And then the game auto saves every time we zone. That time the fish gave 2972. Last time it did not give that much. Or did I not see the 9? I saw it as a 0 or something. I don't know. Maybe it's showing, I'm showing that it's tired. He was trying to bury himself in the sand. Kind of. Right now it feels that way, but when you could bump into them and get into a fight like this too. When you're much stronger than them, you can instantly kill them. Because that's how you normally fight, is that. But this game added a new mechanic called area bosses. Once you kill the area boss, you can kill monsters with just a strike. Which I think is a pretty cool concept. I don't think every game could pull off something like that, but it works in this one. I wish the number that it took for the area boss was a little different based on the area, but I can't do anything about that. Alright. We won't need that much. Yeah, we're right around the corner. Just a handful of monsters. What's wrong, Biscuit? There's Oster's level. Probably like 2 monsters, 3 monsters. I'm not going to do it right now, but probably wouldn't hurt to go look at if we have enough materials to give Halu another level or rank up weapons or something. I don't know. I don't know what the max the category goes to. Oh, I guess we end on a fight. Nah. Be a waste to mess with it on this fight. Yeah, it does kind of feel like Ys with bump combat. It's similar, but not exactly the same. Hey, Broly, congratulations on second. Wait, we did get the level. That's right. You're already ahead, Munichka. That's fine. And let us... We will teleport to the capital. We'll mess with stuff tomorrow night. I believe I read it, but we'll read it again since we're ending in just a second. Monechka's Akaruka inheritance ceremony went off without a hitch. It really brought home how much stronger she is now than the first time we fought her. It's an honor to have someone like her fighting by our side. We'll be leaving tomorrow, but for now, we'll save our strength and spend the night at Lady Murasami's manor. Alright. What will we have show up for us this time? That one again. Okay, the combination boss. With the barrier. Well, heck yes. Alright, so let's hit this button.